What? All right, so we are back once again for the third time. New D&D session this week. We are going to do a recap and then start off where we left. So, you guys started off. Where'd you start off? LR was dead, and you guys were just sitting in Roresh, or not Roresh, excuse me, in Valenwood. Keeper Erden gave you guys the letter to head to Roresh. You decided to hang around and catch the arm wrestling competition at the tavern. The Winking Skeever. Obviously, Gwynnis was holding the competition. Thar'dia, you decided to...
Thar'dia smacked that ass.
Yeah, you decided to join in. So you competed in the arm wrestling competition, and a very drunk Max won a substantial amount of money on his wrestling skills. So Thar'dia walked away, the champion, besting Dagala Blacktoe, which no one even asked her name last time. No one asked what the champion's name was?
Her name was Blacktoe.
Yeah, I mean, that's her last name, but no one asked, but her name was Dagala Blacktoe, so just for your record.
She's old news. There's a new champion.
There is a new champion, Thar'dia. Okay, so Thar'dia wins, Max gets a lot of gold, you guys sleep it off, and then you head out to Roresh, leaving the next morning. You start making your way, the journey is about 4 hours long, and then Erden told you guys once you got to the bridge, you would be about halfway there. So you guys got to the bridge, didn't see anything really in sight that was any cause for concern. Passed the bridge up, went on about another 30 to 45 minutes, and then you had an encounter with 3 giant wolf spiders. During the encounter, Max just fucking ran. Oh yeah, hold on, well also, before that, you guys bought horses, or at least Max bought a horse, and you guys rented horses.
We borrowed horses.
Yeah. And
Max
Max...
gave them to us willingly.
True.
We're
yes.
totally not going to return those ever.
And so Max didn't want his newly bought horse to die, so he decided he was just going to sprint off and not really engage in combat for the first few rounds.
I named it Gestal. If it died, that would crush me.
Yeah, 2 Gestals dying in one day. That'd be horrible. So yeah, you guys went through the encounter. We had a very rough time with Lee being able to land any of his monk attacks on the spiders. But no worse, you guys didn't come out too bad. Finished off the spiders and then finally arrived at Roresh. Getting there, you were met at the gate by a guard who was calling down to you guys, asking what business you had. You showed him the letter that Erden gave you guys, and he obviously led you guys into the city. You made your way into the city, you went into a tavern, into the Laughing Ghast, and you talked with the barkeep there. Thaldrin, God, I couldn't think of the name, Thaldrin. Talked with him, and he told you guys that where to find King or the High Keep. You also heard from a couple, or excuse me, I think it was the bartender's his helper. He was telling you guys that the farmers were having some issues with something stealing or killing the livestock. Leaving the tavern, you all made your way up to the High Keep and met High King Bowden Evanpike for the first time. You gave him the news from Valenwood as to what happened. And he also, or excuse me, at that point, you guys were interrupted while you were having your conversation with him with a very old, straggly beard man coming in and making a lot of ruckus in there. Baldus come in, one of the local farmers, very, very pissed about the livestock being taken, telling Bowden that he's not doing enough to take care of it. I think after that, you guys offered to help the farmers. Bowden told you to head out and talk with Baldus if that was what you wanted to do. And he also asked you guys for your help finding a family sword of his that was stolen by a group of bandits from one of his royal carts that was stolen. Said he doesn't care about any of the other loot, any gems, gold, or nothing like that. He just cares about the family sword, and he asked you guys to retrieve it. Doing so, you guys made your way out, and that's about it. So you guys now, coming in, find yourself standing outside of the keep, the High Keep in the Royal District of Roresh. It's about 4:30 p.m. at this time, as you guys did arrive in Roresh about 2 or 2:30. So a few hours have passed, making your way through the tavern, through the city, and talking with Bowden. So about 4:30, the sun's going to be setting in a couple of hours. Shops are probably starting to pull their wares up now, and you guys are left here. Your 2 tasks were to help out the farmers and to go and see about this lost sword from Bowden. So that's where we're picking up. And like I said, it's gonna be getting dark in a couple hours. You guys could rest if you wanted to, or you could go out and adventure into the night. So up to you guys. Just depends on your health pool and everything like that.
I think we should gather up some information about the livestock disappearances.
All right. Do you think a tavern would probably be a good place to do that? Or actually go out to the farms themselves?
Yeah, farms might.
I doubt they're awake.
It's 4:30.
Yeah, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon.
Oh. You just said it was getting dark, so I figured.
Well, in a couple hours, it's gonna be getting dark. Yeah.
Okay.
6:30, it'll start getting dark.
So yeah, probably we can go out and talk to some of the farmers first.
Okay, so you guys wanted to head out to the farms? Bowden told you guys that the farms were the north or right outside of the city walls. You probably passed them when you came in, and you guys did. You passed them. You all saw all the farms. There's a few different orchards and stuff like that, and grain fields, and whatever the case may be, farming stuff. So you guys go ahead and make your way out through the city, back towards the same place that you came originally. You make your way through the market district once more, and you come up to the gates, passing the stable master that you guys left your horses at, and you can see your horses are there tied up, and he seems to be brushing their coats and keeping them fed and stuff like that. So he seems to be taking good care of them. So you make your way out to the front of the city, and you're heading out to the farm. So it took you about 15 minutes to walk from the high keep to the city gate itself, and it's probably another 10 minutes or so to walk out to the farms. You are passing farmlands. You do see a couple hands out in the fields, tilling up some ground, using some sickles and cutting some grains and stuff like that. Most of the farms here are mostly pastures. They have some livestock in there. You can see some cattle grazing and stuff like that. As I said, there's some grain, some orchards, there's some apple trees, some pear trees and stuff like that. Walking outside of the main gates of Royesh, you can all hear the city sounds give away to the livestock and nature. Fields of wheat look to be freshly cut. Some apple orchards are still have a little bit of fruit on the trees, but it's getting about that time of the year where they're pulling pretty much everything in and starting to bring in the harvest, as it is starting to become fall going into early winter. It takes you guys roughly 10 minutes or so to get out to most of the farmers, and it's once you get out there, it's not really, it's like a collection of the city, but it's still part of the city, but it's like a really ramshackled collection of houses. There's a few houses here and there sparse, but there's not really any cohesion to any of the farmhouses whatsoever. So you guys find yourself out at the farmhouses, and you're looking for some information.
Does there seem to be one farmhouse that's more prevalent than the others, like larger?
No, they're all pretty much the same size. They're all really small, really. I mean, they look like a peasant house. Farmers are definitely not high. They don't have a lot of wealth or anything like that. So all of them seem pretty ramshackly put together and broken down for the most part.
So I guess we just go up and knock on the door.
That's all.
All right. I will walk up to the closest house and knock on the door.
As you do, Max. As you do. All right. So you walk up and you give a nice knock on the door. A few seconds pass. Still nothing. You assume no one to be home. There are a few people walking up and down the street, bringing in various carts with different grains and fruits and stuff like that. You could stop one of them and talk to them if you want.
Yeah, I will walk over to one of the people that is pulling a cart and say, one sec. So I've heard that there's missing livestock around, and I wanted to know if there's anything we could do to help.
All right, so you walk up to one of the people pulling a cart, and it's an older man, very gray beard, as most do have around here. Very little hair on his head. He's kind of got the bowl cut with the missing hair on top. Yeah, the priest haircut, bald on top, and he's got the long sides. But you say this to him, and he looks up towards you and just gives you a little bit of a grunt, meh, and he just keeps moving on. No time for you, Shawnee, and just keeps moving down the road. You then see another cart coming up. It's definitely a younger man, probably 20s, 30-year-old. And he says, "Yes, we've been missing livestock. Are you here to help?"
Yes, the three of us are here to help.
I mean, what are you looking for? Are you looking for Baldus? Are you looking for this
We're trying
beast?
to find out as much information as we can as far as where the people are getting dragged off to, or the livestock, like where it might be coming from.
I would talk to Baldus. I mean, honestly, he's been the one that's looked at most of the kill sites, and he's the one that seems to have the most knowledge of the situation. He lives right over in that shack, just a little walkways from here. You can see the top of it. He would definitely be your best bet for any information you seek on it.
Okay, thank you.
And so he points you towards a shack. You can see it's a little bit further down the road, a little bit off by itself. It's not in the little shanty town where most of the farmers live, so it's a little bit more off the beaten path. But you can see it cresting over a hill, and you can see the top of it. So you all make your way down towards Baldus's house, and once you get there, you can see that the house it's a lot in worse of wear than the other houses up there. I mean, those looked pretty bad, but this one's definitely beaten down. The door has, substantial cracks through it, almost falling off the hinges. You can see a broken down plow outside the house, and it's a lot worse for wear. So looking at the shack, it's a wooden shack, and as you all approach, you can see smoke coming out of the chimney.
I guess we need this door knocked too.
Yeah, I'll go knock on that one too.
Try not to knock it off its hinges.
Yeah. So as you start making your way up to knock,
gently rap.
just gently rap on the door. So as you start making your way up towards the door, getting ready to knock on it, you actually see a short older man coming around the side of the house, and he's sitting there. Seems to be messing with the old broken down plow or something like that outside. White dingy beard blowing in the wind, and he seems to be trying to fix this plow. He's pulling and tugging on it, and he's yelling, "You damned old dang good for nothing, hard-dweller piece of shit. Hell with you. Hope you burn in Bane's fire." And he looks over and, "Oh, who are you?"
We came to get some information about the livestock that have been getting killed.
You're damn right they've been getting killed, and no one around here seems to give a damn about it.
Well, we do.
I've heard that before. All the Bolden's men are the same.
We care so much.
Oh, don't see many half-orcs around here. Where'd you come from?
Away.
Places.
I don't really...
I'm personally from Redwater.
Redwater. That's a good city. I used to have some family lived in Redwater. Well, what do you need to know?
We're wondering if you happen to know where whatever is killing the livestock might have come from.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do have some of the farmers that they hear some grumblings and stuff in the night from the cave southwest. Whoops, excuse me. I'll lower my volume. From the cave southwest, a town right out sitting on the edge of the mountain range. They hear some growling and stuff like that. So it could be coming from over there. I'm not sure.
Do you have any other places that it could be coming from, or should we just consider that option A?
I mean, I don't know what else it could be. I mean, we don't even know what's over there. It could just be, some other beast, some big grizzly bear or something in a cave. So I don't know. It could be something over there. It might not be what it actually is attacking our stock. But I mean, they just keep coming up dead and missing. And Bowden, he's been trying to tell me that it's these wolves. I'm telling you, it's not wolves. I've worked these lands for many years, a lot longer than Bowden's been here, and it's just the wolf pack would leave about a lot more blood. It's a lot more clean. He says there's a fresh kill site, just a couple minutes walk if you'd like to see it.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
please take us there.
All right, so you guys all start making your way up there, and he says, and as you guys are just walking along, he looks back at you. He says, if you find the monster or whatever it is and somehow seem to kill it, bring its head back to Bowden. Let him know that it actually was something out here, not a pack of wolves. Maybe he'll give you something for it. So any other questions while you guys are making your way over there? It's about a 2 or 3 minute walk. It's not too long.
Are any animals that are in the wild around here protected by any laws saying we can't kill them?
Not that I know of. No.
All right, wonderful. So even if we do run into a bear, we can just kill it and eat it.
That was a very oddly specific question.
It was very oddly specific.
I just
Specific,
need
specific.
to know. I can't have my family name being dragged through the dirt if I go to jail for killing some
Sacred
random
bear.
animal. Yeah.
No. Around here, pretty much if anything's, especially messing with the livestock, that is, the lifeblood of the town. That's where all the meat and, poultry comes from and stuff like that. So if you find something that's been killing these animals, it doesn't matter what it is, they'd love for you to take it out.
All right.
So anything else, or are you guys gonna arrive at the kill site?
I'll arrive.
All right. So as all of you make your way up to the kill site, Bowden stops, and you can see there is what seems to be a dead adult bull laying on the ground. He says, "Well, here it is. Damn thing is took out my biggest breeder. The gods say it's these wolves. Can you believe that? I've been working these lands longer than most of those pricks are old. Look how clean the cuts are right here. Rolfs just ripped stuff apart. Damn Bowden High King my ash." And
I
so,
like this guy.
so looking in front of you guys, there is a half-eaten bull. The field that it's on seems to be still being in use. All the grain here is still very tall, and it looks like it's yet to be harvested. There are two big puncture wounds on the neck of the bull, and the lower half of the bull is actually completely missing. It looks like it was eaten almost completely in half. The intestines are missing from the bull. They seems to be went with the intestines to make sure it got all those out. So, anything else you guys are trying to ascertain from this?
Can I survival check for tracks of some sort?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a survival check. Anybody else do anything?
Oh, I
Yeah.
got a natural 20, so
Natural 20.
27.
Jesus Christ. 27? Your mod's a 7 on that?
Yeah.
My man. So you're looking for tracks? Yeah, looking on the ground, you can see that there are some very large paw marks on the ground. They seem to be a little bit out of place. They're definitely bigger than what you would assume a wolf paw would be.
Do they look at all like a bear paw?
You rolled a natural 20, so I'm gonna say, looking at it, no, you wouldn't consider this to be a bear claw. The claws on the end of it are actually not bears. Usually have longer claws at the end of their paw, and they dig in a little bit more. And they also have a little back pad on the foot, so you don't see anything that you would think it would be a bear, but it does look to be a paw of some sort. You can't distinguish any claws or anything like that on the paw part or on the paw mark. Excuse me.
All right.
Do I see like any fur or feathers or anything like that that doesn't belong to the bull?
Go ahead and make me a investigation check.
No. That was a 3.
Three? Yeah, unfortunately, you're scanning over the ground and you don't see any feathers or fur or anything that looks out of place.
I want to look at the wounds themselves and see if I recognize this kind of attack.
Okay, go ahead and make me a survival check.
Going with 8, 9 plus 2, so 11.
11?
Yeah.
What are you trying to ascertain about these? To see if you know what animal it comes from, or?
Yeah, like if I recognize the kind of pattern, if I can determine what animal would attack like this,
Right.
and like an animal this size.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
With the bull being big, so obviously you already get an insight that this animal's probably very large to take down a full bull by itself. Because you don't see a lot of paw marks around the ground, or at least Max didn't see a lot of paw marks around the ground. There's only a few, so you don't think it's a pack. You think it would be an individual animal. And with being able to take out a full adult bull by itself, it's definitely a very large animal. The wounds themselves in particular, with what you know about wounds, they do look very, very much like puncture wounds, like two very big canines. So they are, you would assume that whatever creature this is would have big canines, almost fangs of sorts. But that's as much as you can ascertain with that.
All right.
You can just make a general perception check for anything else around if you guys want to. All of you can if you want.
Yeah. See if we can find some fur or something.
Let's say 13 for me.
17 from me.
I got a 5.
All right, Thaldak, you actually honing your senses a little bit more and really trying to focus on finding something that seems out of place. You do seem to find some longer hairs or fur that seem to be stuck to some of the wheat or all the grains that are grown up, and then it looks to be golden in color with a little bit of a white tip on it, maybe. And you, Max, or excuse me, Lee, you're gonna you find some droppings on the ground. There is a lot of cow manure around here, as this is a field for livestock. But this dropping doesn't look the same as what a cow patty would look like. Go ahead and roll me another survival check, Lee.
All right. That time we were looking at 15.
15. As much as you can tell from this, it's just a very large animal. You can't get anything else from it.
Okay.
Can I tell like how long ago this happened? This attack?
Looking at the corpse, it seems fairly fresh. Probably within the last day or so. You could talk to Baldus if you wanted to get specifics.
Do you know what time this attack happened about?
Oh yeah, this attack happened just about a night ago, just about 24 hours. We found it like this probably about 7 or 8 p.m. and we've just let it lay here for the time being.
I'll go up to him and like hand him the fur sample that I found. Just like,
You found the shit
do you
sample.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Do you hand him the shit?
Okay, no, I'll
Oh, that guy's
gesture
the
him
fur.
over towards the shit.
Oh, okay.
I'll be like, do you recognize these kinds of droppings?
Okay. Let's see if he recognizes them. I didn't think about this being in play, so we'll see if he does. Well, I've seen a lot of shit in my day, but I don't think I've seen this. This definitely doesn't seem to be from a creature that's normally around these parts. It seems to be fairly large, but I don't know exactly what creature it'd be.
Hmm.
And I hand him the fur.
All right. So you hand him the fur. He looks at it. I've never seen any kind of fur like this in my life. This fur must be magical from some majestic beast.
That's it. It's the chupacabra.
Oh shit!
He rolled a natural one. Thought or Max, you could take a look at the droppings if you wanted to.
What say you guys to a night hunt?
Most likely when we're gonna catch this animal,
Let's
if at
do
all
it.
off guard.
As you guys are talking about this, Baldus then speaks up. He says, "Usually these attacks don't happen but about a week apart. With this one so fresh, I don't think you'll catch anything out here anytime recently, or anytime within the next few days."
We can still check the cave.
Yes, you can still check the cave. I don't know if there's anything in there or not, but you're more than welcome to.
If not, we can probably track it. Tracks are still fairly fresh.
Yes, that's a good idea. You should try that.
Yeah, can I survival check to try to track it from here?
To track where it went from here? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
That was an 8.
8. It goes into the high grasses. That's all you get. You
Okay.
follow the tracks for about 10 foot, and then they just disappear for you.
All right, guys. I found him up to here. I lost him.
Up to that point, it was heading somewhat in a northwestern pattern, which is where he told you the cave to the mountain entrance was.
All right, you guys want to go check out that cave?
Yeah, I
Lee
think
will
that's
just
probably the
nod.
best course of action.
Well, don't get yourself killed. I don't want anybody getting killed on my accord. Unless it's Bowden's men, then the hell with them.
So
You're a
if I
strange
tell
man.
you that we're Bowden's men before we leave, you won't miss us quite as much.
let's just say I might hope something happens to you, but maybe not. You guys seem all right. I like you guys. Especially that half-orc. There's something about you. I think it's that beard of yours.
My eyes just start swelling with tears.
Just
Finally,
pride.
someone understands.
Yes, I've been working on mine as well. It's not nearly as good, but I'm getting there. A couple more days.
I pat his shoulder with condolences.
And as you do, he's like, boom, boom, big half-orc, and this is just really frail old guy. You almost break him in two, and he kind of backs up. Oh, thank you, sir. Please stop.
Is this guy a human?
Yes, he's a very frail human.
Okay.
We'll bring you some meat to cook up.
That sounds good. I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, guys, let's get going. I'm gonna unsling my short bow.
Okay, so you got your short bow out?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
rest my great axe on my shoulder.
All right, cool.
I'm always walking with my staff.
Okay.
Just a walking
Yeah,
stick
it's just a
for
little
me.
walking stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head out in the direction that Baldus told you. Looking, you can see the mountain peaks. It takes about 20 minutes or so to reach the bottom of the northwest part of the Whispering Peaks. That's the mountain range. For those that did not know, the Whispering Peaks, that is the mountain range. Baldus told you that this is where the farmers were hearing the growls coming at night. Looking up at the mountain range, it's an impressive sight to behold. The peaks stretch up to the sky as high as you can see. You almost have to put your head all the way back to see the tops of them. Snow covers each peak about a third of the way down until it gives way to evergreens. For those that have not seen these mountains up close of the Whispering Peaks range, you have to bring yourself back to reality a little bit after being lost in the beauty of the place. As you are here to kill some unknown beast, so head in the clouds probably not the best thing to have. So go ahead and all of you guys, you walk on for about 20 minutes. You get right around to the base of the mountain range. You're standing there looking up at the mountain itself. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check trying to find the entrance to this cave that Baldus was telling you about.
16.
6.
I think I got a 12. Wait. Yeah, 12.
Okay. So, Thaldak, you actually notice that there is a large mouth, darkness, obviously a cave entrance about 35 foot up on the mountain slopes. These are mountain slopes. They almost go up at maybe even a 50 or 60 degree angle, 55 degree. So it's very steep going up these mountains. It's not easily accessible. So it looks like this would need to be scaled with some kind of climbing gear, rope, or something like that.
Well, shit. We all know how Thaldak does with rope. Climbing.
So you pointed out to the rest of your group, Max and Lee, you're now made aware of this entrance to this cave as well. And it's about 35, 40 foot up. How are you guys getting up there?
I say that
And
you two
cave
ninja
is
up
really
there
dark.
and kind of pull me up.
The cave is dark.
Well, I mean, it's a dark entrance. I mean, you can just see the sun's starting to crest behind the mountains now. Obviously, it's getting probably at this point 5 o'clock or so. So definitely late afternoon. Going to be dark within the hour, a little bit after an hour. So the entrance to the cave itself is dark, yes.
Lee will pull out his hand axe and look at Thaldak. Just be like, how far do you think you can throw me?
I'm pretty strong.
I mean, he is a
try.
dwarf. Yeah, I mean, Lee's a dwarf, so.
I think we should tie rope around him.
Yes.
That way we can pull him back whenever he thuds into the ground.
Yeah.
Or
The
that way-
rope's not gonna arrest his
Well, no,
movement.
because I mean, if he has it tied onto his belt or something, you throw him up and he grabs on, makes his way up to the top, he can tie off or something maybe up there.
Gotcha.
And also, I am going to want to fire some kind of light into the cave. Does anyone have torches?
Don't we all have dark vision?
You all do.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
wait. I do
Yeah.
have dark vision.
We all have dark vision.
All right, never mind. I'm thinking too human about it. It's my human heritage breaking through.
Let's go, little man. Let's do this.
All right.
All right, so how are you gonna how are you doing this? Describe to me what you're doing here. Are you gonna grab him by the legs and kind of get one foot on each hand and give him a nice throw or something? What are you doing?
No. I'm not shot putting him. I am going to grab him by his waist
Okay.
and like kind of rock them back and forth, and then sling them up.
Okay, so you're taking him. I'm gonna say what's better. You grab him by the back of the collar and by the belt, so you kind of have him like that,
Yes.
and you're just gonna heave and throw him up. Lee, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So Thar'dia, go ahead and make me a strength check. Or actually, let's go athletics, just so you can use your mod.
Athletics?
Yeah, just so you can use your modifier.
And my plan is to use my hand axe to try and get some better traction
Okay.
when I do hit the wall.
Yeah, and I mean it is rocky outcrop, so there are handholds and stuff as well. So I mean, we'll see how you do.
Okay.
That is a 23.
23. Wow. So you take this little dwarf that you have in your hands, and you're rocking back and forth, and you just launch this dwarf, and you launch him probably up about 20 or 22 feet. Lee, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
No, not with advantage. We'll see.
Okay.
Because the hand axe will give you a little bit, but not much.
Saving throw. We're looking at 12.
12. Very loose. So as you get launched up, you reach out and you start trying to grab for any kind of handhold, and you start sliding down a little bit. You do manage to get a hold of something, but you're now kind of hanging on with one arm, trying to find another handhold. So very precarious situation for you. Dwarfs, they usually like to stay a little bit lower to the ground. So go ahead and make me one more dexterity saving throw. See if you can get that other hand up there. Or athletics check, whichever. No, because you're not falling. So yeah, you're not falling. So let's make it an athletics check.
Can I inspire him?
Okay.
I'm gonna say at this point it's already too late.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine though. I'm at 20.
All right, so yeah, you swing your other arm around. You kind of swing back and forth, get yourself a little momentum. And you swing, throw that other arm, and you catch on. You got a good hold now. So you start making your way up this cliff face. Go ahead and roll me one more check. Let me see what it is. It's a just an athletics check.
All right. That one's 18.
18, yeah. So it takes you probably another 15 or 20 seconds to find the right handholds and continue your way up. But you do finish scaling to the top of this, and you are left on a little bit of a stone plateau where the cave entrance kind of recessed a little bit into the mountain. You are standing up on top now. So you're
right.
up top.
Let me see if I can find something to attach this rope to.
Yeah, and so looking around, there's, it is a cave. There are some bigger rock outcroppings, some stalagmites coming up and stuff like that. So you do see right at the edge of the mouth, there is some pointy stuff, and they do look like they have some pretty good weight to them. Looks like they're set in the stone really well. So you can go ahead and tie off to one of those.
Yeah. And after I do that, I'll just like walk to the edge and just be like, "Come on up."
All right. Who's next?
Do you want to go next, Max? I'll throw you up too.
I think that I will try my luck with climbing. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and throw me. That's fine.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a fan of extreme sports.
Is it okay?
Athletics check. What was it?
Critical fail.
Critical fail. All right.
Yeah, I fucking knew it was gonna be a crit fail. You're just gonna throw him right into the fucking side of the cliff.
So you grab him. You learned from the first one. You're a little bit overconfident at this point, and you grab him the same way you had Lee. You grab him by the shirt collar and back by the belt, and you give a couple heaves and just straight into the fucking mountain. Max, your face just hits solid rock, and you're actually gonna take.
Can I make a save?
No, you got thrown straight into this rock right in the face.
There's some power behind that throw.
Yeah, you take 3 damage from 3 bludgeoning damage from having your face smashed into a mountain.
All right, I am going to.
Your
hold
nose
my
starts to
face
bleed
and
just
say,
a little bit.
You're a dick. And I'm gonna try to
Zach
climb
makes a little
it.
heart with his hands.
Okay. So you're just gonna start climbing up then, Max?
Yep, I'm just gonna start climbing up.
All right. So go ahead and make me an athletics check to start out.
It's a 1, but I get
damn.
pluses.
Critical fail's a
No,
critical fail.
Yeah, I don't get any pluses. I get +0. So yeah, it's no matter what, it's a 1.
No matter what, it's a 1. So you go to start climbing, and you jump up and you grab a little handhold, and as soon as you do, it breaks off, and you just fall straight on your ass. You don't take any damage, but you feel a little bit embarrassed. You probably skinned up a little bit of your chest as you slid down the mountain. Your elbows are a little skinned, but no worse for wear.
All right.
He's sitting at the top right now, just kind of chuckling to himself, just watching everything happen below.
All right,
Can I throw myself up the mountain?
no, sir, you cannot. I would say.
Can I reach the rope?
Yeah. I was gonna say grabbing the rope would give you advantage on all these, so that would probably be the best thing.
I mean, I do have 50 feet of rope, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab the rope and use that.
Okay, so you grab the rope, a little bit better plan this time, and you start making your way up. Go ahead and make athletic check with advantage with the rope.
All right.
Fucking cliffs are
11.
nemesis.
What was that, Max?
11.
All right, so you grab the rope and you slowly start making your way up. You get probably about halfway or so. Looking back down, it is a pretty considerable fall, and you definitely don't want to fall from this point. Maybe one more athletics check with advantage to try to get the rest of the way up.
15.
15, yeah, you get up. It's not pretty. It's not the best climbing anyone's ever seen, but you make your way up to the top, and you're now standing up top, about 35 foot off the ground with Lee looking down on Thaldak at the bottom.
As I get up over the edge, I'm just going to sigh and say, my face fucking hurts.
It hurts me too, friend.
All right, so I guess I grab the rope and start attempting to climb up.
All right, Lee, go ahead and roll me a performance check.
All right. 2.
2? Okay. Thaldak, go ahead and make a roll.
What is athletics?
Yeah.
That will be a 19.
19? So you make it up, I'm going to say a little bit less than 3/4 of the way. And as you do, you're holding most of your weight on the rope, and the rope snaps as it seems the knot up top was not tied securely enough. You begin to fall, and you reach out to grab. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. Gotta get better with those knots, Lee.
That is a 18.
18? Yeah, you catch yourself, no big deal. Some rocks start fumbling down, some rocks that got sheared off the cliff. The rope just kind of falls and just coils up down at the bottom, landing. But you can now make me one more athletics check just to see if you can get up top.
Math's hard.
Math is hard. I agree.
14.
14? Yeah, not the prettiest looking thing, but you do make your way up. Your foot slips a couple of times while you're still climbing, giving you just that little bit of that dread, that drop, like your stomach's dropping. But you seem to hold on good enough, and you slowly, begrudgingly make your way up to the top, and you kind of roll over, and you're just laying on your back at the top of this 35-foot cliff face.
Lee, you're a dick too.
Knots are not very good.
Knots are not very good.
I did not learn them very well.
Just like you didn't learn to read. Heyo. All right. So you guys turn around to face the cave entrance, and you do see the mouth of the cave. You can see sharp stalactites covering the roof of the cave, a few stalagmites covering the bottom. It's about 15 foot in where the natural light stops as the day is going down, so the light is receding at this point into the cave. From the outside of the cave, you can see that there are a few bones that are littering the floor of the cave, and a little bit of dried crimson stain the floor and the walls.
All right.
Like,
so
how
does
big of a
any-
cave is it?
Right now, it's pretty narrow, man. Like, it's you being as tall as you are and being a half-orc, you're definitely gonna have to duck down to go through it. And on either side, you probably have a 3-foot space to like kind of move through. So it's definitely really tight right now.
So I can only see a certain distance ahead of me in the dark.
Yeah.
Does anyone have torches?
I mean, yeah, I have some torches on me. I think I have 7, because I used 3 of them to burn down the hut.
Can I attempt to strip the pitch off of one of the torches to get it onto one of my arrows?
I'm sorry, what were you trying to do? Strip what?
Strip the pitch off of one of his torches to lace one of my arrows with it?
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Go ahead and make me a survival check, and I'll be
All right.
right back. I gotta grab some.
Oh, good. It was a 24.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna light that fucker up.
Oh. I see. That's,
Also-
Well, that doesn't bode well.
that spells good news.
So, hold on, let me throw this up so everyone else can see. Oh, wrong thing.
So I got a 24.
Damn it. 24. Yeah, you go ahead and scrape the pitch off easy enough, and you use a little bit of twine and strap it around the arrow. Give me 1 second. I gotta do something really quick.
Please hold for professional.
Yeah, no, I thought I had everything set up, but apparently I don't.
Hey Lee, you have a flint and steel too, right?
Correct.
All right, can you light this? I'm gonna shoot it into the cave.
Okay. Just like Lee looks at you weirdly because he like knows you can see in the dark. It's just like, okay. And he'll light it.
1 second. We're almost ready.
Yep.
God, I'm so bad. I'm like the worst DM ever.
Word.
Okay, let me move this because reasons. Oh, a little bit too big.
On a side note, I got my Google on my phone to call me Thar'dia Bloodseeker, so that's pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet. I agree. All right, we'll go with that. Looks pretty good. All right, so you lit the arrow on fire, and you said you're gonna shoot it in.
Yeah.
Okay. So how far? Like, where are you aiming? How far are you trying to aim? Right now, you guys are standing on this outside, and you're all standing right around here or so. Actually, let's go ahead and pull you guys out. Who's So I guess Matt, since you're in front, or since you're shooting the arrow, you're in front.
Yeah.
And then we have who next? Dixon or?
I'll go next.
Okay. So you guys are making your way into this cave, and so you can probably see about that far in without the arrow.
All right. I'm just gonna try to shoot like straight down the middle,
Mhm.
as close as I can, with a little upward arc, so that I can get as much distance on it to illuminate as much of what's ahead of us as I can.
All right, and what's the range on your short bow?
Should be a max of 120. But I have disadvantage if I'm shooting that far, I believe.
So yeah, just tell me how far you're wanting to go.
Short bow, 320 max range.
Okay, so how far you want to shoot it?
I just want to shoot it as far as I can into the cavern.
Okay, go ahead and make me just a straight dex check, just to see, because it is very narrow here where you guys are, to make sure your aim's on point to where you're not.
Critical fail.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, you take the arrow, you light it up, you go ahead and pull back, and you let go, and then your aim was a little bit off, and you didn't see, it was a little bit out of your vision, you didn't see there was like a little bit of a jettison of the rock off the side of the cave, and the arrow just smacks right into it and just tumbles right down at your feet, probably 3 or 4 foot in front of you.
Before Max can pick that arrow back up, Lee's gonna pick it up and just throw it down the cave.
All
Okay,
right.
so yeah, you grab the lit arrow and you just take it and you give it a throw. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
20.
20? Yeah, you throw this arrow and it goes zooming down the cave. It lands So we'll say you moved up to about right there, picking up the arrow, and you throw it, and it lands right up around here, and you can see it lands like right beside a pile of bones sticking out, right here.
Those are some
All
dope
right.
bones. I like it.
Thanks.
Well, should we try to sneak up on it, whatever it is?
Well, we don't even know if it's in here necessarily.
And if it's
That's
here, it's
true.
sees the fire.
That's true.
Yeah. But we can still sneak.
You can make a
might
perception
not
check
be
and
with
see if
fire.
you see anything or hear anything or something like that if you want.
That would have probably been a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I'll try that.
That's
A
why,
critical
that's all right.
fail.
Max, you're kind of transfixed on this flame sitting at the end. You can see it just kind of
Really?
licking up over these bones, and you can see this bone pile, and you're just really looking at that bone pile. It's very ominous, very foreboding, and you're just not getting the best feeling.
That's a 6 for me.
6. Same with you. You can't really hear too much. There is some dripping water in the cave and stuff like that. It's kind of echoing throughout. You don't hear too much else.
11.
11. You can see a little bit further, and you can also begin to pick up on what seems to be some rhythmic, maybe every 4 or 5 seconds, guttural breathing coming from inside the cave.
Oh, good. We are not alone in this cave.
What's
Who wants to
it
go
sound
poke
like?
it with a stick?
I just like lift up my staff. Okay.
Now, I feel like fighting in this cave might not be the best, but if it's large and we can get it out right to the entryway, it won't be able to dodge any of our attacks. So
We didn't see any claw marks on the mountain leading up to the cave, did we?
Claw marks? I don't think
Yeah.
you saw any claw marks. I mean, you probably saw the same footprints that you saw back at the first kill site that you guys were at. So you saw the same paw marks going in, but not any scratch marks or anything like that, no.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
are you
he
thinking
says-
this thing can fly?
Yeah. So if Max suggests this, Lee is just like, it lives in this cave. I'm guessing I can come in and out easily.
but what if
We fight it
had
at the
one
entrance,
of
it will
us-
drop.
Yeah, I would personally feel better fighting away from the ledge.
All right.
And I mean, you can see,
However, what
relatively
if
far up in
two
here,
of
you can
us
see.
die, and the other one lures it to us so that we can surprise attack it.
I like that.
You can see about 30 or 35 foot into this cave. And you can actually see, so like right here, you can see there are some drag marks, some blood splatter drag marks leading up. And just around this corner, if you were to scoot up, you could see there is just a little bit, you can make out a human skull or some kind of humanoid skull sitting over at the side.
So would there be any place in this cave for us to potentially hide?
I mean, it's a cave. It's
Like-
it's
like-
dark.
like-
I mean, there's stalagmites coming up that you could get around and stuff like that.
Are they big enough to conceal us? Though?
I mean, they're fairly big. I mean, as far as concealing your whole body, maybe not. But if you were to, kneel down or crunch down or something like that, you might be able to get a decent amount of your body behind this. And so, like, just looking at right up here, there is a stalactite right here and a stalactite right here on either side right there. So you could move up to those if you want to, and obviously that would allow you to see a little bit further into the cave as well.
Yeah, I want to
will
creep
hide?
forward,
Who
but
will
try
lure?
to stay as hidden as I can.
All right, you want to creep forward? How far are you going to go first? Or how far are you going to go up?
Up to the first one on the ground,
Okay.
and I want to stay crouched behind it as much as I can.
All right, so you move up, and you start to get a little bit more vision of this cave. So
Do I see it yet?
looking up, you can clearly see the human skull, or excuse me, the humanoid skull sitting over here. There seems to be a little bit of water, puddle of water, where you can see some drips coming down off the top, off a stalactite. A few more stalagmites on the bottom, and another bone pile. But you do not currently see anything Well, actually, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
16.
16. Unfortunately, you don't see anything in the vicinity. You think you would have to move up a little bit further to get any more details. What are you other two doing right now? Are you guys just staying back completely at the cave entrance, or are you moving up as well?
No, I want to stealth up to the other stalactite on the other side of him.
Do you actually want to roll a stealth roll?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make that roll.
That's a 10.
10? Okay, so you stealth up to the other stalactite or stalagmite, and you make your way around it the best you can. You being a little bit bigger than the others, you definitely stick out a little bit more, but you feel pretty concealed right now, and to you, you think you're stealthy as shit. You're the stealthiest person that ever lived.
Hey guys, I'm a Rouge.
Alright, I guess Elise's Thar'dia tried to sneak and he just like, okay. And I'll just walk forward until I actually see the beast.
Okay, so both you guys, are you gonna stay behind your stalagmites?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to whisper to Lee, stay quiet.
all right. So
I'm
Lee,
the-
Lee's just whacking the sides of the caves with the staff as he walks.
He's walking just like normal. He's just like, I'm the lure.
so you're not trying to stealth it out,
Oh,
is what you're saying.
No.
Okay, so you just start making your way up, and
I will prepare my short bow.
you make your way up to the bone pile. You start to get a little bit better look at the cave. See a few more stalactites and stuff like that. Make your way up around it. Where do you want to go from here? Left, right,
You should pick up the arrow
further?
and try to throw it at
Yeah,
him.
the arrow was a little bit further back here. So if you wanted to grab that on your way by, that's fine. Up to you.
Is it
Yeah.
still burning
I
at
guess
this
I'll.
point?
Yeah, it's still burning. It's a little bit lower, but it's definitely still has a little bit of a flame. It gives a little bit more light than you guys have currently.
Yeah. I'll guess I'll grab it and I'll throw it forward again.
So you're throwing forward again?
Yeah.
Alright, so you take it, you throw it forward. Or excuse me, you're still standing right here. You
Yeah.
take it, you throw it forward, it illuminates the whole side over here. And looking around, it's dim light, but since you do have dark vision, it's very bright as day. You don't see anything. However, you do pick up on that guttural breathing just completely stops as soon as you throw it forward.
I believe it's awake now.
I believe it is too.
And we're gonna switch up some music here.
Fantastic.
Damn it. Hold on. I'll get it right one day, Mom.
Thar'dia, do you have anything to throw at it that you can
I-
throw from cover?
I do.
Okay, you should prepare that.
All right.
I will.
So,
So I pull down my pants, I take a huge shit into my hand.
Oh.
Lee, over to your left-hand side, you see a currently invisible, giant, cat-like creature. Huge fangs coming down right out of the tooth of its mouth, or out of its mouth. You can see that it is golden in color, has a little bit of white on its chest, and it takes a dead sprint, starts coming straight at you with its claws out. So it's going to take a run up.
Alright.
Hold on.
Watch it fucking take me out in one blow.
So it's going to run up to you. And hold on, let me read this. It's going to swipe out with its claw.
Alright.
So, ooh, baby. 24 to hit.
Yep.
All right. So, oh yeah, where's that one? I like that one. That's going to be 11 piercing damage to you.
Okay.
All right. So it comes at you with this claw, and it swipes through, and it swipes directly across your chest, and you feel its claws just sink deep into you. Oh, excuse me. Also, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Alright. We're looking at 23.
23. Okay, as it went up to you, it had this giant force, this massive beast coming and just slamming right into you. You channel down and use some of that monk energy, that ki you have. You just hold yourself barely from not getting knocked over. So other than that, it's going to take a second attack at you, and it's going to come at you with its bite. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Yeah.
14 hits, okay. And you are going to take... 10 slashing damage, or excuse me, 10 piercing damage.
All right.
Wow.
Is this where we would get to release our held
Your held actions?
ranged weapons?
Yes, this
Yeah.
would be. So
Okay.
both of you, you now seeing this beast come in and just sink a ton of damage into Lee. You see Lee kind of stagger back from the amount of damage he's taken, and both of you lying in wait can go ahead and make your attacks. So who's going first? Well, let's just go ahead and roll initiative now, so we can get the order going.
All right.
Woo.
I got 5 for initiative.
I got 4.
You guys are doing pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot of low rolls today.
Okay, Thodek, what'd you get?
9.
Oh shit.
Okay, so, and now, I'm sorry, what were they go over one more time? Lee, what was yours?
4.
Max?
5.
Okay, so,
Just gotta be
Alright.
honest. We aren't rolling the best.
no, you guys
Probably
are
going
not.
to end up very, very nicely for us.
All right, so go ahead and do your held actions. We'll just go in the initiative order, so that'll be Thaldak. Take yours first, and then Max, you can do yours after.
That is a 17 to hit.
Hold on, excuse me, I'm not paying attention here. 17 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll me damage.
That's 6 damage with my hand axe that I'm throwing.
Okay. Did you rage beforehand?
No, I haven't raged yet.
Okay. Just making sure.
It only affects melee anyways.
I think it's just if you make an attack. Oh, you're talking about the damage?
Yeah.
No,
okay.
even just the attack is.
Oh, I don't know. That's something you'll have to look
Yeah.
up. Might just pull
It's
up
just
rage,
melee.
but there you go. Okay, so 6 damage you said?
Yes.
Okay, and any bonus action?
I'm going to kind of rush forward. I want to
Yeah, you can
get
use your
kinda
movement.
close.
I mean, you can get
Yeah,
right in
kinda-
melee combat if you want. What's your movement?
35.
35? 5, 10, 15,
No, I'm sorry, 30.
20. Yeah, it's only 25 foot, so you can get all the way up to him if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you
Can I
ru-
kind
you
of
rush
try to
him.
get around him, like towards his flank?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could be getting to the point to where you could get around him, but you wouldn't be up in melee combat. The next round, you would have to use your movement to get all the way around, but you could start making your way there.
Okay, can I just like get up to his side then? So next turn I can go ahead and move on around.
Yeah.
Like I still want to be in melee combat with him, but
Okay, yeah, we'll say you just come right up there beside him and you're making your way, you're skirting around the edge of the cave wall.
Yep.
All right, Max, go ahead and make your attack.
Oh my god. 5.
5, unfortunately, does not. What was that? A bow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take out your bow, you draw it back, and you let it go, and arrow just whizzes right past Thodek. Thodek, right as you're running forward, this arrow just goes right past your head and just shatters along the back wall of the cave.
I'm really glad you didn't crit fail.
That definitely would have hit you.
Me too.
All right, so with that, we are going to go to the initiative order, and the tiger. I'm assuming you guys know by now it's a saber-tooth tiger, big
Yeah.
fangs tiger cat thing. Yeah, he's going to be able to go first. So he's going to. He took the damage from the hand axe to the side, and his head shot over to you, and it sees this giant half-orc running at it. He's going to make an attack at you, Thodek. He's going to make a claw attack.
Yep.
It's gonna be a 10 to hit.
Does not.
Okay. So as it goes to swipe at you, you just duck under the claw, and the claw just goes right past your head, kind of fluffs up your beard a little bit from the wind passing by your face, but it does not succeed in its hit. Other than that, that it will be his turn. So next we're going to go to Thodek.
Alrighty.
Do you want to use the rest of your movement to get all the way around him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go ahead, stay in melee combat, and you get all the way around, and you're now flanking. So these attack rolls would have advantage.
Cool. Alrighty. Let's try my new toy, shall we? Let's do a frenzied rage.
All right. So you burst into a frenzied rage. Your muscles start rippling, veins popping out. You give a mighty roar. Beard just looking fantastic. You wish somebody could see this. And you go ahead and make your attack. So go for it.
Ready.
Are you doing right click? Or no, you already have advantage, so you don't need to.
Yeah. Why do I have advantage?
Because you're flanking the tiger with Lee.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know we were using the flanking rules.
Yeah, we're using flanking rules.
Oh, baby. Natural 20.
Oh, shit. All right, well, go ahead and do your due.
No.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
3 times weapon damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's break out the calculator.
And so it's a D12 plus an extra D12. Oh, no, you weren't savage attacking, right? What gives you the extra weapon? Oh, that's just the crit.
It's passive, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's just an orc thing.
So is that then 2 weapon attacks? And then you double both those?
Yes.
Yeah, so do
No,
2
you
draws.
roll 3 weapon dice.
No, you always double
As
for
far as I
crits.
No.
understand it. No?
No, with 5e you roll 2 weapon dice and then you double all dice.
Mhm.
Okay.
That could have been better. 7, 14, 16. That will be 20 damage.
20. God damn, dude. 20 damage. Fuck.
And then I also get to make a melee attack as a bonus action.
Yes,
Oh,
as
no,
a-
I don't, because I already used my bonus action to rage.
Correct, yes. Good call. So that will be it for you then. And next up, we have Max. Max, you are still back behind the stalactite. You can take another shot with your bow if you want. I would say critical fails. You're definitely going to be hitting Dixon from this angle, so it's up to you. You can try to move up or whatever you want to do. Any spells you have?
Since he's being flanked by my allies, do I have advantage on attacks?
Only melee attacks.
Okay. I'm going to move a little bit forward,
Okay, how far?
just out between the 2 stalagmites.
Between these 2 right here?
No, a little further back.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
right there? maybe?
Yeah, like right there.
Okay. And what are you doing?
And I will take a shot at it.
Okay. We'll say you have a pretty good line of sight there. You do have Lee a little bit off to the right, but as long as no critical fails, you should be good. So you pull your bow back and
It was a 20.
20 natural 20, gosh.
Yeah.
All right, roll that damage.
We've earned those crits, sir.
You guys have. All right, so it's just whatever your weapon damage is, double that, then add modifiers.
God damn it. It was a 1, so...
So 2
that
plus
is
modifiers.
5 total.
5 total. Okay, so you deal 5 damage to him. All right, and any bonus action?
Yeah, let's see. I'll use a bonus action to inspire Lee. I bet you can kick that thing's head right off. I dare you.
All right, so you just got dared. Do you double dog dare? Double dog dare him?
It's a double saber-toothed cat dare.
Oh, there you go. So I
shit.
mean,
All right.
you get really inspired, and I believe you get the D6. Correct? Is it a D6?
Yeah.
All right, so you get a
All right.
D6 inspiration for attack rolls or saving throws.
There it is.
All right, and with that, we are now to Lee's turn. Lee, so
All
you just
right.
took a massive amount of damage from this saber-toothed cat, and now what are you doing?
All right. So, I'm gonna take a sidestep to get sidestep north,
Okay. So you move
and
on.
then I'm going to smack it with an open palm.
Okay, what does that do?
Just flavor.
Oh, just
for
flavor.
that.
Gotcha. I thought
Yeah.
that was a spell. I need to learn Muck stuff. Alright, so go ahead and roll that attack.
Shit.
His AC's not really high. I'll let you guys know.
Okay, yeah. We are looking at 10.
It's a little higher than that. So you go to hit with this open palm strike, and as you do, the tiger kind of bounces out of the way, seeming very agile. You can see his muscles that are just rippling under the skin. This guy is built for speed and power, and he's just a little bit too quick for your hit. And you go to make the attack, and you just whiff.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on. Did you use your inspiration?
No,
You
I
could use
did
your
not.
inspiration on it if you want.
I'm actually going to use it on this next move, where I'm going to spend a key point.
And you don't have to call it
do-
before you know if it hits. If it doesn't hit, you can then use it afterwards.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm still.
Yep.
I'm going to use a key point to do my flurry of blows, which gives me 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Ooh, monk stuff.
So that's a nat 20.
Ooh, baby. Go ahead and
Nice.
roll it. Give it to me. So, whatever your damage dice is, double that, and then add modifiers.
All right. So we're looking at 4 plus. So 6 total damage.
Okay, 6 for the first attack, or both attacks?
Just 1.
Okay.
And for the second one is not going to hit, because that's 8.
What about inspiration?
Yes. We are looking. If I don't just throw that die, I actually don't know where that went. I'm gonna grab a different one.
We're so professional tonight, guys.
Hey,
I
yeah,
know we're
right?
on our game, man.
See, the problem is I use metal d20s and I swap to plastic normal dice, so I end up just throwing them all over the place.
Threw it on the ground.
So a total of 9.
9, and that's with inspiration?
Yeah, that's with the inspiration.
Yeah, so the second hit, you go in for a kick, and as you do, it got hit by the first attack, a nice punch right to the jaw, and then it sees what you're trying to do with the kick, and once again just sidesteps a little bit faster than you are. This creature did not have to train for its expertise and its speed. It's just naturally faster than you. So
Yeah.
it moves to the side once again, and that'll be it.
All right. So because of my open hand technique,
Uh-huh.
it needs to make a dex save and a strength save.
And that was for the attack that hit?
Yeah, that's just because I used flurry of blows.
Oh, okay. And so a dex save and a strength save, correct?
Yes.
So this is the strength.
It's saving against 11.
Okay, so the strength is are these combined or individual?
Individual.
Okay, so the strength is going to be a 9, so it fails the
Okay.
strength. And then the dex is going to be a 7, so it fails the dex as well.
All right, so that means it's going to get pushed 15 feet and fall prone.
15 feet in which direction?
Yeah, so I angled myself specifically for this so I would slam it against that wall.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. It can't go 15 feet. So you're wanting
Yeah.
him to slam against the wall. Okay, so you take that hit and boom, slams against the wall. It's actually going to take 2 bludgeoning damage from being popped off the wall as well.
Cool. All right.
I vote this
And
is the
it-
best combat music we have.
Yeah. And it's also, it can't take reactions.
Can't take reactions,
But-
and it is prone, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so it falls prone. Unfortunate thing about that, is that the rest of your action? You're done?
Yeah, I can't do much more.
Okay, so unfortunate thing about that is the tiger, or the saber-tooth tiger is up first, so the falling
Yeah.
prone does no effect. He jumps back up, loses half his movement speed, but he comes about halfway up, and now he's out of melee combat with both of you. He's going to look towards this solely bard down here, and he's actually going to make an attack. So he's going to run down. What's
I'm
up?
gonna use cutting words.
Okay,
So-
so you're using cut words on his attack. That takes off whatever I roll, right?
Yeah, so I use one of my inspirations to negatively affect his attack roll.
Okay, let me roll mine first, and I'll tell you what it is, and then you can roll yours to attack or to do it. So
Okay.
it is going to be a 13 to hit.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
Okay, now
All
with
right.
cutting words, I will say, do you have to call that before you know the roll?
Cutting word says, you use it before the DM says if the roll succeeds or fails, but
Okay.
after you know like what the roll is.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and bypass that for now. That's fine. We'll say you didn't use it. From here on out, I'll roll. I'll tell you what the number is. I won't tell you if it's a pass or a fail. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Because you would know against your AC.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be attacking or failing against your AC. So, if it's an attack made against you and you're trying to use cutting words to stop that attack, you're just going to have to tell me if you're going to use it or if you're not going to use it from here on out.
Okay.
But if it's like a strength check or a saving throw or something like that, then you would be able to do that. You'd be able just to take it off afterwards. All right, so it makes the attack against you. It does not succeed. So as it runs up and it tries to reach out at you with a claw attack, the claw just you seem to bounce out of the way a little bit more. You could see him coming from quite a bit of distance, and you were ready for that same attack that happened to Lee earlier. So he comes out with that claw, and you just hop back. We'll say you just pop back, just a little bit, not quite 5 feet. No opportunity attack or anything like that. But all right, so now you're still within reach of melee combat with him, but that is going to be the tiger's turn. Next, we are going to be to Thodak.
Yes, sir. I'm going to rush up to it.
What's your
Just
movement?
on 30.
So, yeah, you can make it up. So you're rushing right up to him.
Yeah, right up to the side there.
Okay.
And reckless attack.
Reckless attack. Go for it.
How long can it not make reactions for?
I'm assuming till the end of the round.
Let me double check this.
While he's looking at that, that's a 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits, and that's with
Yeah,
the great
until
axe. I'm
the-
assuming.
Until
ahead.
the end of my next turn.
Your next turn.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, you'll have you'll be able to get away if you want, Max.
All right.
So what's
That's
the damage?
11 damage.
11 damage.
No, I'm sorry. That will be 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay, sounds good. So you grab the great axe and you come straight over. You ran right up to him. You bring the great axe right down on the middle of his back, and it cleaves in a good 3 or 4 inches. You can definitely see a big wound split and some blood start pumping out. It looks back at you, very angered from the attack, and very intent, focused on you at this point.
Do I see any bone?
No, you don't see any bone yet. The muscle tissue is just too built up on the back. The muscles themselves just ripple over the top of the back, and you would have to cleave through a lot of muscle to see bone on it. All right. So, any bonus action?
Yes, actually. Fuck, I can make another melee attack. I don't forgot. Frenzied Rage.
Frenzied Rage, my man.
Natural fucking 20. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Oh no.
That is 9. So 17 doubled. 17 times 2, 34. Plus 4, 2. That's 40 damage total.
40 damage.
Oh
Are you
my
kidding me?
God.
Okay. So, 40 damage onto this. You take the great axe once more and you just slam straight down into this guy. Now, hon, did you roll that with advantage?
No.
No. That was a natural 20 first roll.
Natural 20 first roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say reckless attack only gives you advantage on the first attack.
Right.
Right. Okay.
No.
So yeah, you come down with this great axe, and at this point, you hit that same wound you hit previously, and you do see it split open, and you can definitely see some bone this time. This bone is the back of the cat is just laid completely open. It lets out a huge roar and just an agonizing roar. You can tell you dealt a huge amount of damage to this guy, and blood starts pumping out, and he definitely gets a little bit of a wobble to him. He's not looking good at this point.
I want to match his roar.
All right, so you go ahead and give a roar of your own, and It's comparable. It's not nearly as big, but definitely comparable.
Sweet. I'll end my turn.
All right. So up next we have Max. Max, what are you gonna do?
All right. I will use Dissonant Whispers on it.
All right. Now it still can't make reactions, so you can move away and not take an opportunity of attack if you want to get out of melee.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away after I use Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, that's fine. So is that a saving throw or what is that?
Yeah, it makes a Wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
and it has to beat 13.
Wisdom saving throw. That's going to be a natural 18.
All right, so let's see.
Half damage?
Yeah, half damage.
Cool. Go ahead and roll it.
So 13 total, so 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you go ahead and, would you say you just want to have screeching? Is it the same as like when you fought Astrid?
Yeah, screeching.
So it's just this piercing screeching, and you can see its ears start twitching, and it starts shaking its head and stuff like that. It's definitely taken effect. Not as much as you thought it would, but definitely still done a little bit of damage to him. Any bonus action, or is that going to be it for the rest of your turn?
I am going to just start moving towards the exit of the cave.
Okay, so how far back do you want to go? You have... I mean, you can make it all the way to the exit if you want to.
I want to move, almost all the way to the exit so that I'm standing like maybe 15 feet from the cliff edge.
Okay, so about there, we'll say.
All right.
So
He's using a strategic running again.
His strategic running. It's the best running there is. So you go ahead and move back, and after that, we are left with Lee.
All right.
Tiger's definitely looking very injured, very hurt. So.
All right. I'm gonna run over, and as I'm running over, I'm gonna go ahead and drink a health potion, just in case.
All right, so you pop a health potion, 2d4 plus 2 for you.
That is 5, 7 healing.
7 healing? Cool.
Yep.
So you heal up 7 points. What are you doing?
So
let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you can make it all the way up.
All right. I'm going to hit it with my staff. Try to hit that spot that Thar'dia opened up.
All right, so you can see there's this big gaping wound in the middle of the back, and you come right down with the staff trying to make an attack at it. Go ahead.
8.
8. Unfortunately, it grimaces with the amount of pain it's in right now, and as it does, it pulls back just a little bit, and you hit nothing but stone floor. You hear it just reverberate and echo throughout this chamber.
All right. I'm gonna use another key point.
Okay,
To do flurry of blows once more.
go for it. That's 2 unarmed strikes, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Nat 20 again.
Jesus.
Oh.
God damn.
All right, so
We
roll.
rolled so bad in the beginning.
I know, man. You guys nat
It's
20
the
this
one
guy to
that
death.
pushes it into the wall, right?
Yeah, and then 8 again. Jesus Christ. I can only roll 4s or 20s, apparently.
All right, so with that 20 damage dice, double that, and then add modifiers.
Yeah, it's 6 again.
6. Okay, cool.
And, just a strength check.
Just
I
a strength
misread
check?
it. It doesn't do both. It does one or the other.
Okay.
So just a strength check to see if it gets pushed into the wall.
That's going to be a 18.
All right, so it'll save.
It saves. Okay, so is there any half? No, nothing like that. It just
No,
saves.
it
Okay,
just
cool.
Succeeds.
So,
And doesn't-
yeah, what'd you throw? Was it a kick? Was it a punch?
yeah. So the first attack was just one-handed with the staff.
Yep.
Other attack was punch, like an open palm.
Yeah,
came
open
to
palm
hit it.
punch. Gotcha.
And the third one was a kick.
All right, so as you come in with the staff, obviously you miss with that. Your quick reflexes, you and your monk training, you come in with an open palm strike, and it hits definitely hard right on the face of this. You can see, you actually fracture one of his one of his saber teeth, one of the canines coming down. So that fractures and snaps off. And then the third kick, as you go to kick it, it's going to just start running out of the way. And so you go to kick, and it just darts as soon as you do. And so with that, we're actually going to go to his turn. And he's going to run past both of you. Both of you get opportunity of attack strikes. That's thar'dia and Lee.
Yep.
So that should just the D20 no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You still add your attack modifier. You just don't add your damage modifier if you hit.
Okay, gotcha. That is a 17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll just 1 damage dice, and no modifiers.
That's 4 damage.
4 damage. Ooh. Oh, we're getting low. We're getting low, boys. I thought this was gonna last a lot longer. You guys natural 20'd the shit out of this guy. Especially with that 40 damage.
Hit it with nat 20s.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. And Lee, what was your roll?
Crit fail.
Crit fail? Okay. So as it rushes past thar'dia, you do get another cleave in from your great axe. You actually sink right into the ass of this creature, and goes in 2 or 3 inches. Not horribly, but it definitely sinks in, and you do a little bit of damage. But at this point, he's looking very rough, bleeding profusely from multiple wounds on his body.
Did I cut the hamstring?
No, you did not cut the hamstring. So he runs out. So 10, 15. So he runs out to about 25 foot, and he looks back at both of you, and you can see how he's holding his body. He's definitely very mortally injured, and he's looking like he's not going to hold up too much longer. And so he gets a really low pose, and he's going to start coming at you, Lee, with all his might for one last attack. And he's going to just pounce back and forth, trying to throw you off, and he's going to make another attack against you.
All right.
I do want to use my
Cutting words?
Cutting words.
Now, with how this is... okay. So you want to use your cutting words on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your cutting words?
It's
How much?
a minus. I rolled the d6. It's a -4.
-4?
Do
Okay.
that roll.
So that is going to be... +5 is... It's still a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll still
All
hit
right.
me.
Okay, so you get hit with the claw attack, which is going to be... What is that, a d6? Oh, 2d6. 2d6, I like it. Well, that's a 1, and that's a 1. Okay, so you take... But still, he has a big modifier on it. You take... 6 slashing damage. And then...
All right.
I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Nat 20.
Jesus, why? How are you guys getting so many nat 20s? Like his whole thing. His whole thing is running far away or starting from far away, moving at least 20 feet and then attacking. He gets bonuses, but you keep fucking saving with.
He's trying to knock over a monk, man.
Yeah, no, man. So he comes at you. And he goes to hit you and doesn't seem to knock you over. However, he does get to make a second attack at you, which is going to be a bite attack this time. He's going for your leg, and that's going to be a 14 to hit.
Yep.
14 hit. Cool. So that is only 1. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Okay, I've lost it. So I'm gonna roll the percentile dice because I don't know where my other D10 is. Ooh, shit, that's a 10. So you are going to take 15 piercing damage from the bite as it sinks right into your side.
I am unconscious.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I'm assuming that didn't take you too far under unconscious, not past your max hit points, because then obviously you die instantly. But
Nah.
Yeah, okay, good. So as this tiger comes up, just bleeding profusely, as it's running, you can just see spurts of blood just shooting out left and right of it. And it comes up and it hits at you with the claw, and as it does, you absorb the force so you don't get knocked prone. But then it swings around and hits you with that bite attack and grabs right into your torso, and you can just feel these giant two piercing canines just sink right into your abdomen, and you can definitely feel they hit some vital organ, and you then fall limp and become unconscious onto the floor right in front of this cat. I was not expecting to roll a 10 on that. This thing has a +5 on its damage rolls. So if it hits, it's a +5. It's ridiculous.
I had 10 hit points left after that slashing attack, so...
Oh, so it took you down perfectly. Oh, no, it was 15. That's right. So it took you down -5. Gotcha.
Yeah, but you only get down to 0 anyway.
Dude, he rolled high on you on the first 2 attacks, and then high on you on that attack, too.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, so you, Thodek, and... no, you're a little bit... No, yeah, he's right in front of you. So both of you see Lee just take this giant bike right into his abdomen, starts spewing blood, and Lee falls unconscious right before both of you. And with that, we are now going to Thodek's turn. Thodek, what are you doing?
So the cat does look mortally close to death's door.
He's very, very close to death's door.
All right, I don't
This was
want
kind of his
to
last
automatically
attempt.
fail.
Yeah, this was his last attempt. And even if he does, I mean, a critical fail on a death saving throw would be 2 death saving throws gone, and so you would still have a 3rd one. So if you can dispatch this cat really, really quickly, it might not matter. It's just up to you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and kill the cat, or try to.
Okay, so you go ahead and you're making a great axe attack. Reckless or anything like that?
Well, of course.
Of course, go for it, buddy. You nat 20, I swear to God. I'm gonna beat somebody's ass. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? How many nat 20s are you guys gonna fucking roll tonight?
If it makes you feel any better, the first one was a crit fail.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he doesn't have but like a few hit points, so it doesn't matter if you would hit him with, you know, a regular attack or a crit. But Jesus Christ, man!
All
I'm
right,
pissed. I'm pissed.
Let's do this. Oh baby, that's a natural 12 on the first one,
Jesus Christ.
and a 7, so that is 19.
Doubled is 38.
19 times 2, yeah, plus 4 plus 2, 44 damage.
Oh, geez.
How am I supposed to make combat for barbs? There's no thing for barbs. This is ridiculous. Okay, so
Do you want me to go ahead and roll my second attack too?
yeah, go for it.
As if you weren't already cleaving that thing's head clean off.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 12 damage.
Okay, so Tiger's definitely gonna
I'd
die.
like to point out that is a total of 56 damage that turn.
Yeah. So Tiger's definitely gonna die. How do you want to do this? You have 2 attacks. Make 2 different kinds of death blows, or however you want to do it. How you killing this tiger?
All right, so I want the first attack to like swing the axe down right between his jaws.
Okay. So you move.
And-
We'll say you move around this way, and you kind of give a, and it looks up at you after it just blood drenched in blood, just Lee's blood dripping down its face, and you come in just horizontal with that axe. What's the second one?
And for the second one, like in the first one, I want to wrench the axe so it kind of like breaks the jaw open.
Okay.
And then the second one, just same thing, right into the same spot, just to like try to cleave the skull in two.
Okay. So you come in with this great axe, seeing your friend Lee, who's you've definitely grown accustomed to, as you guys have already done quite a bit together. You see him fall, and you just go into this maddening rage. And as it looks up with you with that blood of Lee just dripping down its face, you just take that great axe and you swing straight horizontal, baseball style, swinging for the fences. And as you do, it just cleaves right into the jaw as it was coming up to a bite attack against you. It sinks deep in, about halfway into the skull. You can see its eyes already fall limp and just stop twitching. Signs of life are gone. You wrench it up a little bit, and the jaws widen a little bit more. You pull it out, and as the tiger starts slumping forward to fall, you come back in a little bit of an undercut and come straight up through, and you take the head of this tiger and completely go straight through, leaving a bisected piece of this skull laying right in front of you.
Sweet.
Brain matter's everywhere on the ground. There's blood all over the floor, and that is one very, very dead tiger. So,
I'm gonna sprint to Lee and cast Healing Word.
all right, let's switch back.
That was intense.
Yeah, it was. Oh, that's the really low one. Hold on, we'll switch you guys up. All right, so you sprint forward, Max, and you go ahead and you run over to Lee and you grab onto Lee and you go ahead and cast Healing Word on him.
Yeah, so heals 1d4 plus my ability modifier for spells.
Okay, go
So
ahead and roll that.
6 healing.
6 healing.
All right.
All right, so Lee, you just come to. Last thing you remember was this tiger running straight at you, and then now you're looking up, and as you take in a breath of life, you look up and you see Max's face standing there right there at you, and there's just like this calming, magical, glowing hue descending down on your body. And you feel this surge of life just kick back into you. Your heart just starts immediately beating faster. And looking down, you can see that there is a big wound on your abdomen. But while there is blood there, you can start seeing the wounds start kind of stitching themselves slowly back together, and the blood seems to stop.
So yeah, Lee looks up at Max, just like, thank you, and then looks down at itself, sees the wounds close, and just like, that's a new one.
That magical wound stuff.
I want to walk over to the cat and pick up the jaw, like that cut off.
The lower half or the top half with the eyes and stuff?
The lower half.
Okay, so you grab the lower half, and the lower half does not have the big teeth, so just FYI.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And I walk over to Lee and I hold it out to him. Here, I got you a jawbone.
Thank you.
So kind of you, sir. All right, so
Like, just tie it off onto my belt.
all right, so go ahead and put that in your inventory. You have the lower half of a jaw from a saber-toothed tiger.
That would be really sweet if you could make that into a necklace or something. That'd
I
be
mean-
dope as fuck.
The
I mean,
upper
that-
half can be
I was thinking
helmet.
somebody was gonna, I was thinking somebody was gonna take the top piece and make like a straight-up helmet with like you got the two fangs coming down like over your eyes or something. You got
Just like
this
straight
one
up
of them-
Duratan.
yeah, like
One
Duratan
of
from
them
WoW.
is cracked off though.
Yeah, one of them is cracked about halfway down, but the other one's still fully intact.
I am going to take the top half of its skull because we need to bring that back to what's his face.
Yep. Okay, so you have that in your inventory.
Yeah. After he does that, and I assume he cuts the rest of the head off to get that off.
Yep.
Then I want to just grab the whole cat and just sling it over my shoulder. I'm taking it back to the farmer.
The whole cat.
Mm.
Are you gonna try to take the pelts off or anything? Or are you just gonna take everything right now?
No, just everything.
It's a big cat.
I'm going to grab that skull that's in the cave.
That humanoid skull.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk over to it, and looking down on it, it's a lot larger than a normal, I don't know, any normal skull you would think. You would think this would probably be from some kind of either full orc or possibly even a small giant. So I mean, this skull sits in your hands. I mean, it's a big skull. It's probably weighs upwards of 10 to 12 pounds by itself.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it's a big skull.
All
You
right.
can definitely take it though.
No, never mind then. I was gonna take it thinking that it might fit in one of the High King's men, but
No, this is definitely it's way too large to be anybody of any civilized attributes.
yeah.
Y'all
never
should
mind
probably
then.
look through the bone piles and stuff, though. Just make sure there's no epic loots.
Yeah, the tiger hides loots in his bone piles.
I'm
I
just
mean-
saying, if it was a human and they had gold on them.
True, very true.
I'm gonna look
check for
through.
eggs.
Shit.
Eggs?
Are
Saber
there
tooth
any
tiger
tiger
eggs?
eggs?
There are no tiger,
Tiger
eggs.
eggs.
All right.
Yeah.
Tigers are mammals.
I guess
Thought
I'll go
I'd
through.
make sure.
I'll go through and check if there's any like normal-sized humanoid bones.
Yeah, and I mean,
like,
scattered
skulls, rather.
right, scattered around this cave. I mean, there's partials, and you find one that's a pretty full together skull. There's also femurs and just all different kinds of bones in these bone piles. Most of them seem to be of cattle. However, there are a few which you would assume to be human bones and possibly one human skull in there. It is cracked down the side, so it's a little hard to tell, but it looks humanoid in shape.
Yeah, I'll take the skulls that I can find.
Okay, you
At the
only
very least.
you only find the one human skull, and like I said,
Okay,
it is cracked
yeah.
halfway off, but it
Yeah, I'll
definitely
take that
is.
skull.
It's a humanoid skull.
All right.
What else you guys
All
doing?
right. Should we get out of here?
Yeah. One of you
Okay,
should probably
so-
tie the knot to get us back down, though.
So I actually have a plan for getting back down, but you guys have to trust me.
The silence is
Perfect.
a lot of
Go
trust.
ahead and throw the tiger down the cliff first, though.
Okay, I comply.
All right, so you walk up to the edge of the cliff, Thodak, and you take the body of the tiger and you just roll it off, and it falls down, hits a few bumps along the cliff, and just with a big thud, just lands down at the bottom. Some dust kicks up, and tiger's down the cliff.
All right, now we're all going to want to back up and sprint at the edge as fast as we can and jump.
I don't like this plan.
No, trust me, it's fine. I've done this 1,000 times before.
Can I
This
inside
doesn't-
check him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check. Max, what's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 13.
Well, actually, no, just go ahead and roll an insight check of your own, Max. Or no, what would that be? If you are deceiving, roll a deception check.
I'm not deceiving. Would it then be a what's the other one?
Persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
All right. I got a 7.
What'd you get?
I had a 14.
All right, so Thaldak's definitely not liking it. I mean, you can ask him more about this plan if you want, but Thaldak's not persuaded whatsoever.
But he seems truthful.
Max, you telling the truth?
Yeah, I am.
He seems truthful.
All right, then I'm gonna fucking run and jump off the cliff.
Lee,
All right,
are
Lee,
you
are you
trusting?
coming?
Yeah, and when you propose the plan, Lee looks at you and he's like, "This doesn't work. I'm going to break one of your arms."
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna break one of my arms.
All right, so you all three just simultaneously go sprinting towards the edge of this cliff, getting closer and closer to it. You got 10 feet, 5 foot, and you all take a leap and you jump off this cliff, really trusting in Max right here. Max, what
We
are
need
you
to
doing?
roll acrobatic checks or anything for our jump.
As soon as we jump,
Let me see
I'm
what he's
going
doing.
to cast Feather Fall.
Now, with Featherfall, how many targets can that go on?
It can target up to 5 falling creatures within range.
Hold on, let me grab my spell book here.
You have to be
And
falling
it
first.
just makes it so that we slow our descent to 60 feet per round, and we don't take any falling damage.
Lands before it ends. The duration is 1 minute, so you guys would obviously land before it ends, take no falling damage, and you can land on your feet. All right, so you all go running off this cliff, just really putting a lot of faith in Max right here. And as you jump, Max, you murmur the spell under your breath, and you wave your hand and do the sign for the spell. And as you do, you all start to plummet, and then just instantly you feel just almost weightless, just almost like a feather, and you all just slowly drift right down to the edge of the cliff, all landing on your feet, no falling damage taken, and you guys are now down the cliff.
This is how I survive extreme sports.
Another strange experience.
I'm full of them.
Thodak just giggled to himself as he swallowed down.
So you just have this half-orc just just falling down slowly, giggling. All right, so you guys are down at the base of the mountain.
Shall we?
All right. So are you going to pick that cat back up?
Of course. I sling it over my shoulder and take off towards the farms.
Go ahead and make me a strength check. It's a big cat.
No, I'm bad. That is a 15, 16, 18.
18? Yeah, no problem. So you grab it and you take it and you throw it over your back and you just kind of hold it up on your shoulder, and you guys start making your way towards the farms. So you walk for probably another 15 or 20 minutes. At this point, the sun has set. It is nighttime now, and you can start seeing, as you approach the farms, you start seeing some candlelight coming through a few of the windows, and you do make your way up to Baldus's house if you were wanting to talk to him, or you can continue on to the city.
Yeah, I want to go to Baldus's house.
All right.
Yep.
So you guys all make your way up to Baldus's house. There is a little bit of light coming from the inside, and the window that you're looking through is shattered, and it has just jagged pieces of glass coming down. And like I said, you can almost see through the door. It's off the hinges. So while you do see smoke coming up from the chimney, you can almost see directly into this house, and you can see Baldus in there. And he seems to be sitting there in front of his little fireplace, stirring up some kind of stew of some sort, making him some food.
Will you knock on the door, Max?
I will walk up and knock on the door.
You guys are so dumb. So you walk up,
That's
just
all I know how to do.
just
I
proud
know
as you can
how to
be,
run.
Max.
We have our roles.
Oh, hold on, let me real quick.
I was a ding-dong ditcher back in my hometown.
So you walk up and you give a nice tap on the door, and you can just hear, "What do you want?"
We have your beast for you.
I didn't order a beast.
Can
It's
you
me,
come
the
over?
half-orc. Come out here.
Oh, the half orc. Oh yeah, hold on, let me hear him. Come on out. He starts mumbling. He's walking over towards the door. Door swings open. He says, "What do you want? You have a beast?"
I drop the cat at his feet.
And as you do, you drop it. And he almost stumbles back and says, "Oh my God, what? Oh, what is that? That is huge."
It's dinner.
Dinner, you say? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's good eating. We usually eat a lot of the pigs and the cattle. I don't know about this beast. What was it?
I'm gonna hold its head up,
Oh,
or the top half of it.
looks like some kind of large cat or something. I've never seen anything like that around here.
Do you hold up the bottom lead and put it together
Yeah,
like a puzzle?
as-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lee
I'll,
just,
I'll
like,
take
holds
the
up
bottom
the-
from Lee and be like, "Does this help you remember?"
He looks at you, he's like, no, still don't know what it is. But it looks very mean, and I'm glad that you all handled it. I couldn't have done anything with that. See, I told Bolden, I told his little smart ass that there was something other than wolves. He's trying to tell me it's wolves. It wasn't no damn wolves. I knew it wasn't any wolves. You make sure you tell Bolden that I knew it wasn't no wolves now.
Oh, we will.
I'll take care of it for you, Baldus. I give
Yeah.
him a wink.
And he doesn't like the wink. He just kind of draws back a little bit. He's like, "You're a weird one, half orc."
At this point, I'm just like covered in dripping in blood.
Yep.
So
Just
that's-
blood
that's all.
splatter from this cat, and you're just winking at
Yeah,
this old
you and me
man.
both.
So
I am completely unscathed.
as Max does, never gets hit.
How are you on health, Lee?
I'm at 6.
Oh wait, my face is covered in blood because I headbutted a rock.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, your face is gnarly,
You have a
man.
little
It's
bit of
all
a
fucked
bloody
up.
nose.
Yeah.
Is his nose broken or is it just bloody?
No, it's just bloody. He's just really scratched up from the rock face. So you just have these scratches, superficial, just right on top of the skin, but nothing really deep. But you're definitely just scratched up to hell all over your face.
So
Okay.
you don't want the cat?
He looks at you and he's like, we might be able to, we might be able to cook it up and make something of it. We'll go ahead and take it. I'll get some of the other farmers to come over here and help me cut it up.
All right, but I'm taking the skin.
That's fine. You can't eat the skin anyway, Shelly.
I'm gonna keep the skull.
All right, so you take the skull
And I'm-
and...
Yeah, holding on to the lower jaw.
All right, cool. So you got the upper jaw, Max, and Lee, you got the lower jaw.
Do you want me to roll a survival check?
Yes, survival
it.
check to get the belt off. And it does take about 10, 15 minutes as it is a very large cat. So
Come
survival
on,
check.
baby. That's good. That's good. That is a 18.
18? Yeah, I mean, almost flawlessly, you take one of your hand axes and you start trimming away. It's pretty much an immaculate saber-tooth skin. So go ahead and put pristine saber-tooth hide in your back. You got so many hides. You need to start selling some shit.
I know.
You got like weasel hides and alligator hides and.
Let's get back to town and see if the marketplace is still open then.
Like, how much time has elapsed at this point?
It was probably about an hour to an hour and a half by the time since you guys left Baldus's house to go up to the cave, kill the creature, and then come back. So it's been about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's definitely, the sun is set completely. It is 100% dark right now. There are a few different torches lining the road, making your way back up to Royesh, but definitely dark.
Before we leave, I'm gonna ask Baldus when markets close.
All right, he looks at you and he's like, "It's too late for any markets to be open right now. You're gonna have to check back in the morning."
All right, that's fine.
All right, so you guys make your way to Rorish.
Do you want to pop a health pot before we go? Just in case we get attacked on the road or something?
Who?
Lee.
I will.
You guys
drink
could take a
if I
short.
need to.
You could take a short rest right here at
Oh, yeah.
Wallace's house and roll some hit dice if you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That is
Sure.
a thing. You guys haven't had to use them yet, so hey, yay, first hit
Yeah.
dice. So
All right.
we'll say you guys just take about 30 minutes. You talk to Baldus a little bit longer, making chit chat and stuff like that. You help him cut up a little bit of the meat as a few farmers come around and help get some of the meat cut up. So anyone that wants to use any hit dice, if you've taken any damage, feel free to go ahead and roll your hit dice.
Do we get some of the stew while we're waiting?
No, they don't get it cut up in time for you to get any of the stew.
No, I was talking about the stew Baldus was cooking whenever we walked up.
Oh yeah, you could ask him for some of that. It was just some normal beef stew, had a few different vegetables and stuff like that, and it tasted really good. A little bit bland, could use a little bit more salt, but not too bad.
All right, I'll use 2 of the hit dice.
And
So I'm back up to
you are
23
adding
now.
your Constitution modifiers to those rolls, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I got to 23.
Yep, cool. All right, so anything else? Or you guys leaving out to go to Rorish?
I'm
I'm good.
I'm good to leave.
All right, so you all make your way back up the same path you traveled before, passing a few different orchards, passing the grain fields, back up to the little bit more of a shanty town. As Baldus does live a little bit off by himself. Through the shanty town, there's a few people still mothering around outside, but most people are already in their houses by this point. You all make your way up to the gates of Rorish, walk right through. The guards don't give you any trouble as they have seen you here before. And you are now find yourself in the market district. As you can see, any of the carts that were up selling stuff all have been closed down for the day, and any of the actual stores themselves, the actual stores that are in a building, all those have their doors closed and lights are turned off as well. So the market at this point seems very dead.
All right, let's find an inn to stay in for the night then. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go up to the tavern that's right in the market district that you guys first came up to, and that's the Laughing Ghast. So this was the tavern that you guys initially came in when you went into Rorish and asked for directions. So making your way in, you go through the double doors, and since we're going to the inn, we'll just go ahead and put on some Motown music, huh? So you guys make your way into the inn. It seems just like every other night, pretty lively. A few people drinking and stuff like that. You do see the same red-headed firebeard dwarf that was there the first time you came in. Seems to be this is a frequent spot for him and his buddies. They're all at the table drinking, stuff like that. Food's going around. Behind the bar, you do see the same barkeep that was before. Human man. You see Thaldrin standing behind. And you guys can make your way up to the bar and do whatever you want.
Can I fashion some way to hang the cat skull off of my backpack?
Yeah, so you take a little bit of your rope that you have in your backpack, and you thread it through the jawbone itself, and you just make a simple knot, throw it on the back of your backpack, and you have a freshly bloodied jaw, a little bit of hair and chin fuzz still. Oh no, hon, you have the upper jaw, so you have the one with the eyes and stuff like that, and then the 2 teeth coming down, and it's just sitting right on top of your back. As you walk past, a few people, start murmuring, hey, what was that? You see that? What'd they kill? A few people definitely interested in what you have on your back.
I just have the hide draped around my shoulders.
Okay, so you just have this bloody, nasty hide draped over your shoulders as you walk into this tavern. Bare-chested as you are a barbarian, just blood rolling down your side, and you just have this nice pelt over your back.
We are drenched in blood.
Yeah. So you guys are definitely some lookers tonight. A lot of people are looking in your direction. They're all, muttering to themselves and stuff like that. One guy calls out, "Hey, what'd you kill?"
A big cat. Really big.
I can
Like
see.
what?
I can see that. Look at the size of those teeth. And then a few start, murmuring and stuff. One guy's like, "Hey, can I touch it?" Another one walks up, and everyone starts to gather around you guys, and they're very intrigued as to what you guys have just done.
I
I'm
keep it on
going-
me, but I allow them to touch.
All right, so you just allow them to stroke it. They can just stroke it.
Lee's gonna
I'm
try
gonna
his
walk right
damnedest.
past everyone to the counter.
Okay.
Yeah, Lee's gonna try his damnedest to just kind of vanish.
All All right, so you just kind of just fade into the back of the crowd as the other two are having most of visibility put on them, and you start making your way around. And you, Max, you said you're just walking straight through and going right to the bar?
Yep.
All right, so as you walk up, there's a human man sitting behind, same guy you interacted with before. He looks up and he says, nice to see you again, wiping off some ale. And he starts pouring a drink. He's like, what can I get for you? And he passes it down to a lonely elf sitting at the end of the table.
I will put 10 gold pieces onto the table and say, I want lodging for me and my friends, and then I want whatever drink I can get with the change.
All right. He says, well, lodging, that's gonna be 3 gold each. That's 9 gold. You can get you 1 cup of ale if you want with the extra gold piece.
I'll put 5 more gold pieces down.
All right, and so he's like, all right, looks like you're trying to get a little fucked up. I can see that, no problem. We got you covered here, bud. And so he gives you all guys your room keys. They do have simple locks, so you get your room keys. And Max paid for rooms for everybody for the night. And Max, you now have 6 L's sitting in front of you.
Is that 3 separate rooms for the night?
Yes.
I will offer one of them to Thodak and one of them to Lee.
All right, so
if
Lee,
I can see Lee.
Yeah, did you make your way up to the bar, or what are you doing?
He was standing somewhat behind Max to, he was going to rent a room after Max got done talking to him, but seeing as the room is already rented, when he gets the key, he'll just head right into the room.
All right, so Max turns around, he gives you your key, and just without saying much, you just start making your way up the staircase, going to the room, your room. Yeah. So Max, you and Thodak are left sitting at the bar. You went instantly and started drinking. Thodak, you're back, kind of telling the heroic story about how you cleaved its head in half, and you know everyone's coming up and they want to touch on the hide of this creature and stuff like that. So you have a few different patrons around you, all just really curious as to what you did and wanting to hear the story of how you bested this beast.
All right. So I took my great axe and I slammed it right between their jaws. Cut their skull clean in 2.
Holy shit! Oh, that must have took some force.
It did. It was pleasant. I liked it.
I bet he didn't like it. And then a few people start chuckling and stuff like that. And
How about some drinks for the saviors of the farms?
He's like, yeah, I'll buy you a drink, big guy. And guy walks up and he's like, hey, give me one for me and my buddy over here, the big guy. And so you make your way up to your bar, and as he says this, another mug slides in front of you. Max slides one down to you. So you already got one, and the barkeep looks over towards you, and he, throws you another one, and so now you got 2 cups sitting in front of you.
I'm
gonna start chugging mine.
All right, so you start throwing them back, 1, 2. So Thodak, you throw 2 back. Max, you're down about 3 right now. Are you still throwing them back quick, or are you starting to sip on them at this point?
Yeah, I'm going to drink until I have 1 left, and then I'm going to have that one be my bedside beer.
Okay, so yeah, you make your way through 5 of those beers and 5 of those L's, and you're definitely starting to feel a very heavy buzz coming on, as these are pretty big glasses. So you're pretty nice and drunk right now, and you have your last one as well. Thodak, you buying any more, or are you calling it for the night?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, so the night goes on for a little bit longer. You guys both probably stay at the bar for another hour or so. Max, you get pretty damn hammered. Thodak, you just got a nice, lively buzz going on. Both of you can sit there and recant the story to the guys, telling them how it went down and everything. And the night seems to come to a close for the most part. A lot of patrons start leaving the bar. The band closes down. They stop playing music, and you guys are left sitting at the bar.
I pat Max's shoulders and say, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Go to my room.
All right, so Thodak makes his way up the staircase, goes, and you hear a door closes, and Thodak's in his room. Max, you doing anything else, or? It's pretty much right now. I was gonna say it's just you, Baldrin, the barkeep, and then just 1 elf sitting off on the side drinking.
What kind of elf?
He's just a normal full elf, not half elf or anything like that.
I am going to attempt to get to my room without spilling my bed beer.
Okay, so you give you and Thaldrin talk for a little bit longer, and you go ahead and make your way off to your room. You start walking up the staircase. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, because you are pretty drunk at this point.
All right, I'm killing it. 17.
7 with disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled a
Jesus.
14 and an 18.
All right, man. Well, yeah, you make your way up. While the rest of your body seems to move left and right, you're just super focused on holding that beer straight. Like the rest of your body is horribly out of sync, but that beer hand is on point, man. And you make it all the way up to the stairs and into your room with your beer, and you're good to go. So everybody going to sleep or anything else?
Whenever I get up to my room, I just want to make sure my beard's clean. I still leave the blood just dripping everywhere else, just my beard.
Yeah, and so there is a wash bowl sitting on one of the dressers as you enter the room. It does have some water in it and a little bit of a cloth, so you can sit there and you can wash up as much as you want. Get yourself looking nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just
wash my
nothing
face
else
off.
on my beard, just to clarify.
Okay, what are you doing with the pelt? Are you just throwing that on the ground, or are you sleeping in it?
No, that's my blanket.
Okay, so you just have this bloody pelt. You just jump down on the bed
That's
and
gonna get you an infection.
so you're on the bed. You curl up in this bloody pelt, and it's really warm, man. You didn't expect it to be as warm as it is, and it's just a really nice sleep.
I don't think I'm gonna sell this, guys.
So you go ahead and you get you a nice sleep in that pelt, and you're good to go. Max, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm gonna clean off my face.
All right, so yeah, you wash up, no problem. Lee, what are you doing?
He's gonna wash up as best he can and then clean up that saber-toothed jaw.
All right, so get all the blood and take off some of the still flesh chunks on it. Do you just want the
Yeah.
jawbone, or do you want the flesh still on it?
Take just the jawbone.
All right, so you start cutting off all the hair and stuff like that, and there is a straight razor in there for anybody who's wanting to shave. So you start using that razor and you trim off the hair and the gristle and stuff like that, getting it looking pretty damn good, pretty much cleaned up. There's still a little bit of flesh on different parts of it, but you can get that off with time. You know.
Yeah.
But you get that washed up and good to go, and everybody going to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's just switch back music.
Let's do a bio here.
Okay, really quickly before we do the bio, I'm gonna say both Lee and thar'dia, you fall pretty quickly to sleep. Lee, you especially, as you've taken some big wounds today and you're just not feeling up to par. thar'dia, you're just immensely covered in this hide and you're just loving it, so you sleep like a baby. Max, you're a little restless trying to get to sleep, thinking on days past and stuff like that. As you do finally fade into sleep, you start to have a dream. You see the body of Muzan, or excuse me, not Muzan, Fenric Gestal, just hanging, his corpse, just hanging up there, and you're just repeatedly kicking the stool out from under him, and it just reverses back and forth in your head, and you just see Fenric dying over and over. You see the lonely widow running up and screaming for her Fenric, and you're just having to relive this same dream over and over all night. A couple of times throughout the night, you burst up in a cold sweat, and just really, really unsettled with the dreams you're having.
At one point during one of those bursts, can I take a short walk to the stable and pet my horse?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So you make your way
All
out.
right.
You go. You pet the horse. You named it Gestal to try to get that memory back, and you're just you're definitely in a moment right now and a little bit of a rut, and you're trying to find your way out of it, trying to find a little bit of sanity that you can grasp onto.
I'm just gonna be saying never again over and over.
So you stay out there for maybe 10 or 15 minutes and get yourself settled again once more, make your way back to the end, and continue to fall asleep. You sleep through the rest of the night with no other incident. So we will take a bio break here. Got some people needing to use the restroom and stuff like that, grab something to drink. So we will be back in 5 to 8 minutes, somewhere around there. So probably, I don't know what your time is, but 5 to 8 minutes we'll be back, and we'll see you guys then. So don't go nowhere. We are back. We are live. All right, so everyone got their piss break out of the way. Everyone got something to drink, all that good stuff. And so you guys all eventually rise to making your way down to the tavern as well. They are serving breakfast this morning. If you guys are wanting to eat, I don't think any of you ate dinner, so all pretty hungry. Oh no, you guys ate some stew over at Baldus' house.
Yeah.
But either way, they are serving breakfast if you want. It's 2 gold. You want to get you a plate. Serving up some nice pancakes and some pork sausage.
So my exhaustion is gone after the long rest, right?
After a long rest, it's gone, correct.
Cool.
All right. Drop that gold on
I would love some
breakfast.
well-cooked breakfast.
Yeah, some pancakes, some pork sausage. Oh man, it looks good. You can get a couple eggs on the side if you want. So 2 gold for anybody that wants that. And so who's all buying breakfast?
I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bodak, you
fine
getting breakfast?
I'll forgo.
All right, so you forgo breakfast. That's fine.
What kind
Both
of drinks are being served with breakfast?
they have
No,
milk.
back.
They have milk,
Or
water, and ale. So you can choose your 3.
How would milk taste combined with ale?
You can
Gross.
try it and
Morning
see.
coffee. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, I was about to say it probably wouldn't be the best thing, but go for it.
Yeah, I'd probably curdle the milk.
Probably. All right, so both Lee and Max make quick work of their breakfast, and everyone seems ready to go on out and continue on. So what are you guys doing?
So, should we go sword or go tell?
Maybe we should also check the inn and see if they have any quests or anything.
We're gonna metagame it that hard? Maybe the barkeep knows something. Don't just say quest. That's really out of character. This isn't WoW,
Well,
sir.
I'm not in character.
Still,
Whatever.
they're not quests. They're adventures.
Whatever.
Like, I think of barkeeps in the thar'dia world just as Skyrim barkeeps. You go up to them and you ask them rumors. Like, hey, what's the word around town? Shit like that, because that's how we're playing it. So this is definitely a good place to get stuff.
We do need to kill some bandits, but we could also show that we killed the cat
Right.
to the king.
So I guess the decision now is whether or not we take both the sword and the cat, or the cat first and then the sword.
Yeah, you can do either or.
I at least want to stop in the marketplace before we go after the bandits.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Thodak, were you wanting to talk to the barkeep or not?
Yeah.
All right, so you make your way up. Thalden's back there. He's cooking on some open flame back there, making up some of the breakfast for the other guys. And he comes up to you. What can I get for you?
Hey, have you heard any rumors or anything going around town?
Any rumors or anything? He looks at you and he's like, there's not much going on around town, but I mean, I've heard a few things. There are a few whispers that there's some kind of spiritual things happening over in the damn, I already forgot what it was. The lower commons shit. Yeah, there's some house in the lower commons has got some spiritual stuff. Some voices going, voices at night and bumps in the night and stuff like that. I believe it was the Norsk family, and they even said the Norse child, she woke up one night with scratches down her back, and she was screaming and stuff like that. The family eventually moved out of there, but definitely something with that house.
Does anybody know any Catholic priests? Sounds like an exorcism.
I think the
What
closest we're
is
gonna get
cat?
is that I'm a monk.
So you just got information that there's some spiritual goings on at some house in the lower commons. It was the Norse family that used to live there, was the last residence, but they've since moved out. And he also tells you that the house is now abandoned.
All right. I guess that's all we need then.
All right, so do you relay that information to them as you guys are leaving?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys now have that same information?
Well, that sounds like something fun to check out sometime.
Side quest gained.
Stop calling it a quest.
I'm gonna write that down in my notebook with a check mark next to it,
Gotcha.
or a check box.
Okay. So you guys now you have the dead saber-tooth tiger that you could go talked to High King Bowden about. You do have the sword, which Bowden asked you guys to get from the bandit camp, and you also have some new information that there is a house in the lower commons that seems to have some spiritual something going on. So what are you guys doing?
I think that we should go to the markets first and then to the High King.
See, I was thinking High King and then markets, because I want to show the High King this skull, but I also want to go to the markets and have someone fashion the skull into a shoulder plate.
Well, and also you would probably get some monetary reward for killing the tiger, so that would give you more money to shop around if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right, so you guys head out of the market district, once again making about a 10 to 15 minute walk up to the royal district, passing through the upper commons, or the uppity part. I already forgot what it's called because I'm a bad DM. Pretty sure it's the upper commons. No, it's the upper district. There you go. We're good. So you pass through the upper district, you make your way to the royal district where the high keep is, and you're once again greeted with the big double doors on it. They are open here, and you guys can make your way in. So you all head in, and you can see that there is a few people around just talking to themselves, a few people eating at the big cedar tables on either side. And then sitting up on the throne is High King Bowden, and you can see his main head of his guard, Ransley, standing up there as well, the guy that you initially talked with when you were here the first time. So, what are you doing?
I'll slowly walk in until I get some kind of welcoming gaze from someone.
Okay. So you start making your way forward, leading the group up, and High King Bowden, who now sees both of you, he's like, "Oh, come on in. Do you have any news of the sword?"
I will move forward and drop to my knee and hold the saber-toothed head up and say, "No news of the sword, but we did find the beast that has been terrorizing the farmers."
Oh, so it was a beast. It wasn't just one of the wolf packs.
It was a very large beast.
And as you present the skull to him, do you guys do your trademark thing where you put the skull back together and piece it together for him?
Yeah, except for Lee will do it quite awkwardly, just shuffle up a little bit and just hold the clean jaw piece up now.
Okay, and Max, you didn't clean yours, so yours still has fur and sinew and muscle and everything else on it. So you have one just clean jaw piece at the bottom, and then just this gnarly, starting to decay, headpiece sitting on top. And
I'm
Bowden's
just gonna hold it and move it. Okay. So it's still making the chopping motion.
So he looks at you, he's like, "Well, that is a mighty beast if I've ever seen one. I do think that I think you guys did us a great service. I could have sworn it was just one of the wolf packs. We have many of them running around up here. Oh, and also you guys got 250 XP for killing that saber-tooth. So
right.
Just go ahead and write that down. Where am I at? Hold on. Lost my place. Because I'm bad. And hope for professionalism because of reasons. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So as you present this to him, he can, he sees it. He says, "Well, it's definitely worth a monetary reward. Ransley, please go get some of our sacks of gold and bring these fine travelers." And so as he says this, Ransley, kind of snaps to attention and starts making his way back behind one of the hallways that lead back behind the throne. A couple of minutes pass, and he comes back with a few sacks of gold, and he gives them to Bowden. Bowden says, he looks at the sacks like, "All right, this will be 450 gold for your group. You can split it up however you see fit. So I do thank you for taking care of that beast of burden for us. And if you have any other news of the sword, please let me know as soon as you know something."
I actually have a message for you.
Yes. What is the message?
Baldus told me to tell you that he knew that it wasn't any damn wolves.
And so as you say this, a sheepish grin creaks across his face, and he's like, yeah, that damn old man, he's going to be the death of me, I know it. He's like, "Well, Baldus was right this time, and it seems like I'm going to have to make a trip down to the farms and congratulate him for besting me on this." So, anything else, or You guys got 450 gold for a group, and you can split that up however you want. So you can thirds.
You just
or
want to divide that by 3?
You
Lee
guys
doesn't want
take
any.
25.
Lee
You
doesn't
don't
want
any?
He doesn't want any.
So Lee
Alright.
makes this note. So you guys are at this point, you're starting to make your way out of the keep, talking about how you're going to split up the money. So Lee says he doesn't want any. Max, you and Thaldak can split it up halves if you want.
I'll
225
take
each.
200, you take 250.
Oh, okay.
All right, sounds good.
You
Alright.
killed the thing.
Nice.
Thank you,
So-
sir.
Both of you add that gold to your thing, and you guys are wanting to go to the market district next, right?
Yeah.
All right, so back once again through the market district. It's a little weird because you guys were staying at an inn that was right in the market district. So you left the market district to go up to the high keep, and then you're making your way right back to the same place that you guys just left, not 30 minutes ago or so. So you make your way back to the market, and you find yourself in the market. What are you guys looking for?
I want to find an armor smith.
All right, should be easy enough. Go ahead and no, you can hear the clanking of metal and a forge hammer going, so you can hear that. Anybody else looking for anything?
Yeah, I want to find someone who can preserve the hide. So I guess like a tanner or something.
Oh yeah, so you actually make
Oh,
it into a
oops.
blanket of sorts.
Not a blanket, but like a drape, like a cloak, I guess.
Okay, a cloak, that's fine. So probably just a leather worker would be the best place for you to go. Lee, are you looking for anything? Any potions as well? Potion vendors?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just realized I forgot to give the skull to Bowden, so I guess I'll just as we're on our way out, Lee will just awkwardly hand it to one of the guards and be like, "This might be one of your men."
Okay, oh yeah, the human skull, right.
Yeah.
So the guard grabs it and he looks at it and he says, well, I don't know of anyone missing recently, but this skull looks very weathered. It could be from a few years past. Thank you for giving it for us. I'll take it to Bowden's attention immediately. So, and then you guys make your way to the market district. So, who's all getting potions? Let's go ahead and knock that out of the way.
I am.
How much are they?
What are you looking for? You looking for just healing potions?
Health potions, yeah.
You'd have to go talk to just the potion vendor, see what he's short of.
Yeah.
All right, so all three of you want to just make your way up to the potion vendor?
Yeah, I'm not buying any potions.
That's fine. You
I
can just
don't have to.
Yeah, you just make your way up as a group. And so as you make your way up, there's a half-elven man, and he says, get your potion needs here, your potion needs. You three, do you need any potions of sorts?
Yes, I would actually like healing potions.
We have healing potions. What kind of healing potions do you need? We have potions of healing, we have greater potions of greater healing, and we have superior healing as well. It's just whatever you need.
I'll just take the baseline.
Okay, that's the smallest potion though, just a normal potion of healing. That'll be 29 gold each.
What do you say to 25, just to make it even?
Roll persuasion check. Or you
I'd
could.
say-
I was about to say it's up to you. You could roll intimidation check, intimidate the guy into giving you some potions.
I am pretty intimidating right now. I mean, I have like blood dripping all down me, so
Yep.
covered in dry blood.
It's just up to you.
Yeah, let's do intimidation.
All right. So what do you say to him?
How about you give it to me for 25?
All right. So definitely, really beefy dude coming up to him. Go ahead and roll it.
All right. Do I need to re-roll or can I use the roll? I
No,
already
just
rolled.
use the roll you got.
That is a 21.
21. Yeah. He looks towards you and he can see you just matted in this blood, just dried blood, and no, you actually cleaned the beard, but still you just have dry blood all over your body. You're wearing like this draped skin that's still not leather whatsoever. It's just really wet and nasty. And he's like, yes, I think we could do 25 gold. That'll work. And so 25 gold each then.
I'll take 2.
All right, so you take 2. So he hands you over those 2 potions of healing, and you take off 50 gold.
Okay.
And you, dwarf, do you need anything?
3 potions of healing.
Yes, well, just say your friend has already gotten you to the discount, so 25 gold each.
Thank you.
And so that's 75 gold for you, and you get your potions. And you have health. Do you need anything as well?
No thanks, I'm all right.
You sure? we have potions that can make you fly and potions that can make you breathe fire.
How do the potions that can make you breathe fire work?
Well, you drink the potion, and then you start getting a feeling in your stomach, and that you can belch fire for a short amount of time.
How far can the fire reach?
Personally, I have not tested it myself. It's probably a pretty extensive range. I would say at least 10 feet, if not more.
And how much are those?
The potions for fire breath.
Yeah.
Those are 200 gold each.
Yeah, I think I'll pass today.
Okay, well, if you ever need anything else, you know where to find me.
All right, I'll keep it in mind.
All right, so you guys are good to go then. So you were wanting to find a leatherworker, Thodak?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you make your way to a leatherworker. It's a female, a human female. She has long red hair. She actually has a circlet around her head, a flower circlet, and she's wearing a really nice white top, and it flows down really nice, and hair's wisping in the wind. She is very attractive, and as you make your way up, she looks at you, and then as she turns her face, this side of the face was looking really good, and then this side of the face is just covered in just like blood and just gore and stuff. As you can see, there are fresh pelts all around, and so it was a little deceiving as you made your way up. And she looks at you and she says, "Yes, can I help you?" She starts wiping off some of the blood off her face.
Does she have like a little counter or something just in front of her?
Yeah,
like a table.
Yeah, and she has an apron on and stuff, and she's standing in front of in front of a table. It has a few different pelts laid on there, some small, some a little bit larger.
I kind of lean up on the counter and go, "Hey, looks like we match." I point to all the blood across my chest.
Yeah, and as you said, she's like, huh, "I guess we do." What were you needing of me?
Do you mind taking a look at this hide and seeing if you can tan it?
Sure. Let me see the hide. And so she reaches her hand out for it.
I place it in her hand.
And so as she pulls it, her eyes get a little bit bigger with this. She doesn't normally see hides this big around. It's normally a wolf hide, a deer hide, or something like that. This is a very large hide. As the creature you guys killed was probably every bit of 350, 400, 500 pounds, somewhere up in that range. And she looks at it and she's like, well, this must have came from a very large creature. Where did you get this?
Me and my buddies here, we went to go kill a saber-toothed tiger last night.
A saber-toothed tiger, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Where would you find one of those?
Just northwest of the farms.
All right. And so, go ahead.
As he is explaining this to her, Lee and I are off to the side doing the
Yeah.
Jesus.
with its skull.
All right. And so, as she's talking to you, you just hear like a clack, 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 clack. You hear your teeth clacking together. And she looks over and she's like, "Yes, I can see. It must have been one hell of a fight." And as she starts looking down at the pelt, she's like, "Yes, I could. I mean, what are you wanting me to do with this?"
I would like it to be made into kind of a cape of sorts.
And so she looks at it and she says, I could definitely make it into a cloak or something that you would fashion to wear on your back. However, I am interested in just taking this off your hands, if you wouldn't mind.
How much?
I mean, I would have to use it to make a profit as well, but I would say 85 gold.
Sorry, I can't do that.
What about 75 gold?
Went from 85 to 75?
Yeah, because you said you can't do that. So she dropped her price.
Isn't she trying to buy it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm stupid. 95. Well, no, but yeah, no, that's right. She's trying to buy it, so she dropped her price. Because Thodak said, can't do... Oh, yeah, you're stupid. I'm stupid. Whatever. Oh, it's been a long day, boys. It's been a long day.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
she looks at you, and she doesn't say any of that. None of that's canon. We're good. She doesn't say any of that. She looks at you, and she's like...
That didn't happen.
No. She's like, what about 90 gold?
Sorry, I can't do it. This is dear to me.
All right. Well, if you're that attached to it, I could fashion it into a cloak. It would probably cost just through labor and a few materials to make something to wear would attach onto the neck. Probably about 35, 40. We'll say 35 gold.
Okay, I can do that. You want
I,
the money now or when you finish?
I'll take half up front and half when I finish, just to make sure I hold up my side as well. It'll probably take me the better part of 2 days to get it finished, but in 2 days' time you shall have your saber-tooth cloak.
All right. I give her, I guess, 18 gold since 35 is half.
Yep, there you go.
17.5.
So you give her the 18, and she takes it and she says, "Well, come back in 2 days, and I should have it done. I don't think there will be any time wasted or anything like that. I'm not very busy at the moment, so 2 days' time it should be tanned and ready for your use."
All right. I catch her arm and ask her to not lose it.
Okay. She says, "I won't. It's my job. Thank you." And she kind of tucks it away and puts it with the rest of the furs that are on the table currently.
Do you
All right.
sell
Go ahead.
leather strips?
Just strips of leather? Yes. How many would you need, and how long would they need to be?
So Lee like takes his hands and like does that, and then
Holds it out.
and then it's like a little bit longer than this.
Okay. And so she says, "Yes. I could just cut you one single band of leather that long if you'd want that, or you could have multiple. It's just however you would need."
Let's go with 3.
3. So do you want it 3 of the same length, or 3 equaling that length?
3 equaling that length.
Okay. So yeah. So she's I guess I can definitely do that. And she pulls out just a really nice tanned leather hide. Seems like it's been aging for quite a while. Really fine leather. And she says, "Oh, how thick do you need this? Do you need an inch and a half?"
I intend to make it a necklace.
Okay. We'll say 2 inches then. 2 inches should make a fine necklace for you. So she cuts it out, and she cuts it out of the leather hide she has there, and she pulls all 3 strips out and she hands them to you, and it's like that'll be 8 gold.
Okay.
So you pay her the 8 gold, and you get your leather strips. Anything else? You guys good? Going to the armorsmith? All right, Max. So you were wanting to find an armorsmith? You're muted, bud.
Yes, I want to find an armorsmith.
All right. So what are you looking to have done?
I want to get the saber-tooth skull fashioned into like a pauldron for my left shoulder.
Okay.
So that the teeth are kind of like going down hovering right over my bicep.
All right. So you just something like I was gonna say, because if it's just like if you're just wanting like a leather strip to wrap around to hold it in place, are you wearing shoulder pads or anything currently, or just like some leather armored, or what?
No, I just have normal leather armor. I want to have it like professionally crafted, like into an armor piece.
Wait, so you would either have to buy an armor piece, or you're going to have to give up your armor top to do so. If you want it professionally crafted in, because professionally crafted is going to take a little bit of time, probably a day, if not 2, to mold it in correctly. So if you wanted to do that, you would either have to buy a new leather top, like a chest piece, or forgo your own and possibly like you lose 1 to your AC or something like that for the time being.
Yeah, I'll get a new leather chest piece.
Okay, so yeah, you well, if you're just gonna do leather, if you have leather armor anyway, you can get it from the same person. So, same woman that the other 2 have had dealings with, she looks at you, she's like, "Yes, I could fashion that into a pauldron. It would, with the hide here, I could probably get this done around the same time, probably 2 days time. I would definitely need to do a new chest piece if you want it like that, or use yours. So, our leather chest pieces go for 25 gold each. So if you would want to purchase one of those, I could have that crafted in and ready for your use in 2 days."
Okay, that's great. One thing I would like to note, if possible, I want to be able to unhook the skull so that any time that Thodak here tells the story about how we killed it, Lee and I can do our thing.
Okay. Now, are you wanting the skull cleaned as well? So
Yes.
it matches his? Okay.
Yeah.
So she says, I can definitely do that. I could just put some simple rivet hinges with some leather pieces to make it detachable. That would cost a little bit more. That would be on top of the price of having the chess piece, which is 25 gold, that would probably come up somewhere about 40 gold for the whole piece done and completed.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, so you traded the 40 gold and or the half up front, so 20 gold up front, 20 gold when you get back, or you can do all up front if you want.
I will give her 47 gold up front.
All right, so nice tip. So she grabs it and she's like, well, that's a very kind gesture. Thank you. I will have it done as speedy as possible. And so you're good to go. So both of you have some items in the works at the leather worker. And yeah, you guys are ready to go. So you all done at the market or anything else before you guys leave out and continue on?
I'm good.
I believe that's
Yeah, I'm
it
good.
for me.
All right, so where are you guys going then? You were tasked for getting the family sword for Bowden Evanpike, and you have heard whisperings of some supernatural presence in an abandoned house down in the lower commons of Roresh.
I think we should go try to kill those bandits, because they'll kill lots of people.
Yeah, and Lee looks at Max and he's like, we should do that before the king gets impatient.
All right, so everyone go with that? You going to the bandit camp then?
Yeah, man, fine.
All right, so Bolden told you guys that the bandit hideout was southwest outside of town through the forest. So you guys make your way out of the market district, leaving through the gates, passing your horses along the way. You could take them if you wanted to. At the end of tonight will be the one day. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Yeah, so the end of the night would be one day tonight, so you could leave them in. You're still paid up for 5 gold until the end of the night tonight, so you'd have to repay afterwards. So you can take them out if you want to, or you can just leave them there.
How do we know how far the bandit camp is?
You don't. He just gave you a general direction. He said southwest outside of town through the forest.
Okay.
I don't think we should take the horses. I do not want them to get killed by bandits.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan. They're on loan, or at least our two are.
Okay. All right, so you guys just push on. You start making your way southwest through the forest. As you get through outside of the main gates, it is farmland, and you can see a forest line off in the distance, probably a quarter mile to a half a mile away. So it is going to be a little bit of a trek. You all start pushing your way. Takes probably 35, 40 minutes until you're well into the forest. Now the sounds of the farmland and the cattle and stuff start giving away to birds and different forest creatures. You start pushing through this forest, and it is very thick around here. It seems to be that there's a lot of animal life, and the forest seems to be alive. As you guys are walking through, it is pretty early in the morning, probably 9 to 10 a.m. It is still very crisp in the air. The wind is still pushing through. You can definitely feel the winter is setting in. So pushing through this forest, you guys were also told to look for the waterfall, and that the cave entrance would be to the right of the falls. So you push through, and go ahead and give me investigation checks, keeping an eye out for that waterfall.
7.
2.
5.
Okay, so with the general directions that Bowden gave you guys, you're just really not seeing anything of interest. You kind of go around and continuing on through the forest, continuing that northwest pattern, and you're just not seeing any falls, anything. And then as you continue on, Max, you start noticing that you see what seems to be the same tree over and over again. You're pretty sure you guys are walking in circles at this point.
Guys, I think we messed up.
Wrong turn to Albuquerque.
Yeah. So it takes you probably another 35, 40 minutes. Let's just get one more investigation check. Walk
All
around
right.
long enough. Very low DC here.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yeah, I got 16.
All right, so just out of nowhere, Thodak and Lee, both of you just, it was right there the whole time. You don't know how you missed it. You guys must have walked the same path at least 3 or 4 times today. And finally, you do see the falls, and they are coming down. And just to the right of those falls, you can see a waterfall. To the right of those falls, you can see the cave entrance. The falls fall off about 150 foot overhead off the top of one of these plateaus. Off the top of one of the mountains. The path leading up to the entrance is a step plateau, and on either side of this plateau, it has about a 40-foot drop off down to a river. The waterfall's obviously making a river running through. There are some very large rocks and fast-moving currents in this river. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
12.
2.
6.
All right. So Lee, you actually you can just barely make out that there seems to be a humanoid sitting on this plateau. He's sitting on a wooden chair. He's not actually facing you guys. He's facing away, looking towards the waterfall itself, and he seems to be just throwing rocks into the river. But that's as far as you can tell from right now.
Yeah, I'll tap the other guys with my quarterstaff and just gesture at him.
Okay.
Try to point him out.
So you make that known to the group, and all of you have the same information. You're now seeing there is one humanoid figure sitting up. Like I said, he's on a wooden chair sitting. It's probably about 50 to 60 foot away from you guys right now. As I said, he hasn't noticed you, and he seems to just be throwing some rocks into the river.
Does anyone think that he's wearing anything that looks particularly bandity?
You can make another perception check if you want to, or investigation check, rather.
Can I do perception? Ah, critical fail.
You can't make out anything other than it's a human figure.
That's a 15 for me.
All right, so you looking at this guy a little bit closer, he definitely seems pretty roughed up. You can see his beard's pretty mangled and stuff like that. He seems to have cut off leather armor, tattoos running down the side of him, and he is sitting with a scimitar. He has a scimitar down by his waist, and definitely getting pretty bandity vibes off this guy.
This dude has a weak ass beard. Probably a bandit.
He has a weak ass beard.
So, should I go for a shot at him?
Allow me to get a little bit closer.
Yeah, I'll follow up with Lee.
Lee, go ahead and make me a
Alright.
perception check.
Alright. 16.
16? Just as you're about to start moving forward to get a little bit closer to this guy, you hear some snapping and popping of twigs right behind you.
Just like, yeah,
So
like,
turn around.
yeah. Like, I just freeze in my tracks and, like, stop thar'dia and turn around.
All right, so you all turn around as the rest of you did hear this as well. It was very close, and standing before you can see a very young man, plate armor, blue tabard sitting on the front, blue and white tabard.
Oh.
Armor is trimmed in gold, and long blonde hair. And he looks up towards all of you and he says, "I'm Corbin. I'm here to get back my family sword. My father said I was too young, but I'm ready for a fight. I'm not asking you to let me help. I'm telling you that I'm coming along. I will not let this filth steal from my family without punishment."
Have you killed before?
No, not a person. I've hunted before and I've taken life. I'm good with the blade. I train every day. I can do this, and I want to get this back for my family. I want to show my father that I am prepared to take up this task and be a man of our family. And obviously, he's saying this in a little hushed tone. He's not an idiot. He does see that there is a bandit up there.
Yeah, okay. Just like, I guess Lee will just be like, "Good. This is simply a hunt. Do not worry for their lives."
I will not. I will make sure their death is swift.
I am going to kind of grab his plate mail a little bit and say, "You are to stay right next to me. Do you hear me?"
Yes, understood. I will stay right next to you.
All right, I'll let go.
Also, I wouldn't advise getting in the way of my great axe.
I don't plan on it. Trust me, I will not be a burden. I will be a boon to your party.
Let's hope so. And I'm gonna try my best to be stealthy while I approach this guy a little closer.
Okay, so
gonna
go
get my
ahead. You're gonna get your bow
bow
ready?
out.
Alright, Thought
Yeah,
are you
it-
doing anything?
Yeah, I'm following with Lee.
So I'm going to ask Lee to make a signal to me as soon as you are 100% certain it's a bandit. I'm taking a shot at it.
Alright. Lee says that he'll hold up the jawbone.
All right.
So the jawbone is the key, man. Watch for it. So Lee, you're pushing forward. Thaldak, are you pushing forward with Lee, and then Max, you're staying back with the bow?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys push forward, Max, Corbin is standing right next to you. He's following your orders to a T. He's standing right next to you. He is not leaving your side. So seems to be working out so far. So Lee, are you stealthing up?
Yeah.
Thaldak, what about you? You letting
Same.
Lee take point, or are you gonna stealth as well?
Yeah, I'm stealthing as well, but like kind of behind Lee, letting him go first.
Okay. So Lee, go ahead and give me that roll.
7.
7. Thaldak, what was yours?
20 non-natural.
Jeez. All right. So Thaldak, you find you're letting Lee go out a little bit further, but you kind of find yourself a nice big bush to kind of hide behind. So you feel pretty hidden, and Lee, you're pretty much right out in the open, exposed. There is some thicket trees as this path leads up on this plateau, but you're pretty much crested past the trees, and it's given away to just open sight. And as you try to creep forward, you step on just some branch that you didn't see on the ground. It makes a pretty loud crack, and you see the guy's head whip over towards you really quickly. And he stands up and he pulls his sword off his chair and he says, "Who's that? What do you want? Who goes there?"
Lee will shout back, "Are we bandits?"
What, to you or to him?
To the guy in front. Who's
Are
shouting
we
who's
bandits or are?
there. Yeah. No, are we bandits? That's what he's saying.
Hold on. Are you asking? I'm confused at what you're asking. Are you asking if he's a bandit or you're a bandit?
Are we bandits?
That's the thing though. Lee is just shouting, "Are we bandits?"
He looks towards you and he says, I don't know. What's your name?" He holds out his scimitar.
You can call me Li Xian.
Lizanne, why are you around these parts? What business do you have here?
I heard there was a camp up this way.
Yes, this is our camp, but who sent for you?
I was not sent for. I heard. I hear you can make some money.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Yeah. This is not gonna go very well.
This does not seem good for you. Hold on, let me. I got a stats up here.
How far away from him am I?
You're probably about 15 foot back in the brush. The guy to you is probably, at this point, probably about 30 to 35 foot. We'll say 30 foot. But Lee is probably about 15 foot in front of you. Deception.
All right. So while this is happening, I kind of want to throw a javelin at this dude.
All right, well, are you wanting to wait on this deception check, or are you just going in?
Yeah, I'll wait.
All right, so you're just waiting to see how it plays out with Lee. So Lee, what was that deception check?
8.
8. He looks at you and he says, "You don't look like the bandit type. You'll get out of here if you know what's good for you."
Javelin.
All right, so you throw a javelin.
When
Go
he
ahead.
says you're not the bandit type, Lee will hold up the jawbone.
Okay, so you pull the jawbone out. Shit's popping off. It's about to get real. So javelin comes flying in as this guy's sitting there talking to you, telling you to back down. What's the attack roll?
That would be a critical fail.
Critical fail. So as you go to throw this javelin, it just sinks deep right into a tree, and it leaves a resounding thud. As his scimitar's still out, he looks over towards the tree, and he now sees your presence over there as well, Thaldak. And he says, "Who are the both of you?" It's like, and then he starts backing up a little bit more towards the cave entrance.
And now my arrow.
And then your arrow flies. Go ahead and roll it.
24.
24, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. Hold on. Okay, so that will be... So as he starts backing up towards the door, an arrow just sinks deep right into his thigh. And he falls down on one knee, and he starts screaming, "Help! Help! Someone's here!" And with that, we're going to roll initiative.
Good. The stealth plan worked really well, guys.
And we'll go into some battle music.
God damn it.
That's 15.
Hold on, give me 1 second. So he is 8. All right, so 20 to 25? 25, 20, excuse me. Nobody? Okay, and then we're going to say, excuse me, what am I talking about? 15 to 20? God, stuff's hard.
That's a 15 for me.
Okay. And then 10 to 15?
I got 10.
And then Lee up the rear. Cool.
I got 5. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So with this, this arrow just sinks deep into his leg, and the bandit starts calling out, "Help! Help! They're here! Someone's here!" And he starts making his way back towards this dragon. He's going to use his full dash action to try to make his way into the cave, and he gets right about to the edge of the mouth of the cave as he starts making his way up. That's going to be his full turn, and then we are next up to thar'dia. He's at this point probably about 40 foot away from you.
All right, I want to run up within 20 feet of him or so.
Okay, so you run up about 20 foot.
And I'm going to throw one of my hand axes.
Okay, so you take a throw at it. Go ahead and make that attack.
15 to hit.
15. That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. So that is. All right. So this it was a hand axe, correct?
Yes.
So as he's running towards the entrance of this cave, the hand axe just hits right in the center of his back. He lets out a huge yell, just ah, and he continues to try to push forward.
And can we say for my bonus action, I pulled the javelin out of the tree?
Yeah, sure, no problem. You pulled the javelin out of the tree, you got it in hand.
Cool.
And so that'll be any bonus action, or is that it?
Nah, that's all.
All right, next up is Max.
Vicious
about-
mockery.
He's about 45, or yeah, he's about 45 foot away from you.
I'll cast vicious mockery.
Okay. So,
You're a horrible bandit and you're pathetic.
Was that dex save
I think it's wisdom,
or wisdom? Yeah, wisdom save. That's my bad.
and it's 13.
This guy's not very smart, so. Oh, natural 18.
Aw, damn it.
So any half damage or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So
No, that's just it.
bonus action.
I do not. Let's see. Yeah, I will use my bonus action to inspire Lee
Okay.
and say, Saber-tooth friends unite.
That's so lame. All right, cool. So
By our
works,
powers
though.
combined.
as he says that, you just get really inspired. You think back to that fight you had with the Sabertooth, and you're like, holy shit, yeah, we're about to do some shit now. And then you get really inspired to get that 1d6. And with that, we are now up to your turn, Lee. So at this point, he was 25 foot away, he moved. So he's probably about 30 foot away from you at this point.
He's about 25 feet.
Yeah, 25, 30 foot.
All right, I'll just run up to him
Uh-huh.
and try to give him a good whack with my quarterstaff here.
All right, so go ahead and make that attack roll.
We are looking at 21.
Yeah, 21 definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right,
He's back, boys.
He's back.
I can finally hit something. I haven't actually hit something except for
Natural 20s.
yeah. That's right. My D6 disappeared on me because I kind of threw it. We're looking at 8 points of damage.
Ooh, 8 points. All right, so you take that quarterstaff and you just come in straight horizontal right at his head. And as you do, it just cracks and he falls down. And he's now considered prone. And he starts looking back up at you and he starts crawling away. Help! Help! They're here!
Yeah, as he's like after he gets hit by that, I'll follow that up with an unarmed attack.
All right, so you go ahead and make that attack. He's
Please tell
looking
me you're
very.
curb stomping him.
He's looking very bad.
Yeah, pretty much. 13
13.
to hit.
13 just barely hits. Go ahead and roll
All right.
damage.
Front flip into falling axe kick.
And what are you doing? Kick or what?
Yeah, since he's on the ground, I'm just gonna like kick him with like the full force of my leg.
Right.
And like just kick his face in, basically.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage. Doesn't have to be a lot, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's 3 damage.
3 damage? It's a hard.
Is that not enough?
No,
He's
it's
on
not
1
enough. And so you stomp his head, and as it does, his head just bashes off the floor, and he starts drooling and bleeding. His teeth start falling out and stuff. Mouth just completely crushed in. And he just and he's just on the ground, just crawling with everything he has up towards it. It's actually going to go to his turn, so he's going to make a crawling dash action, which is double his movement speed, but it's half because he's crawling, so it's just normal movement speed. So he's going to get about 10 or 15 foot in front of both of you guys. He's
Into
just...
the cave?
Yeah, into the cave. He's now properly into the cave. And as you go in, you can start seeing your eyes are having to adjust from the bright outside. The cave is much darker, but he's about 10 foot in front of both of you guys. And Thar'dia, it's now your turn. Actually, no, you're about 25 foot out now.
Okay. So I can't get to him with my movement.
Yeah, you move what, 30 foot? He's 25 foot away.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can run up and get to him.
All right. I want to do that, and I just want to bring the great axe down on him.
All right, cool. So you're just gonna run up. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm giving you advantage because he is prone, which I forgot, but I guess it didn't matter. You hit both times, Lee, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, advantage because he is prone and he's almost dead. So
That coup de grace.
Holy shit! I rolled a 9 both times. So that is a 14 hit.
14 hits. 13 just barely hit, so you're good.
That's 11 damage.
Love it. So as he's crawling forward and he's just mumbling, just jaw completely broken, teeth missing, just spitting out blood, gurgling, just any kind of voice he might have, he's trying to get it out there to whoever might be lying in this cave. And you come down with the great axe and just lop the head clean off. The head rolls and topples, and blood starts spewing from the wound. And with that, you guys have just finished off him. So, looking into this cave now, as you all stand there for a few moments, weapons in hand, ready to go, you wait around, 10, 15 seconds or so. Luckily, whoever he might have been screaming to does not have seemed to have heard him. Looking into this... Hold on, excuse me. I've lost my spot. So, looking into the cave, it's dark and damp. The sounds of distant chatter and laughter are ringing throughout the cave. The cave curves to the right a little bit, and that's about as much as you guys can see for now. You can just see that it starts to curve to the right, and you can see a little bit of light cascading along the wall there. But that's all you guys can see for now, just standing right at the mouth of the cave. So we'll say that both Max and Corbin move on up, and you all are now standing properly inside this cave, and you're starting to see the bend in the cave with the light and sounds of voices and chatter coming down the hallway. So that is where we're going to be ending it for the night. It is 11. So pretty good night, man. You guys got through quite a bit. Got through the saber-tooth tiger. Got you some money, some potions, got everything filled up. But we also got a couple pieces of armor and stuff in the works, which is actually really cool. And so that's a good way to start getting like your AC up and stuff like that. It's just getting different stuff applied to you, like a cloak. Once you get the cloak, it's going to put your AC up +1, just because it's going to be that much harder to hit into you if somebody's stabbing you from the back or something like that. Same thing
Will I
with
still be considered unarmored?
Yeah, it'll still be unarmored. As long as you're not wearing full, like, leather armor or chainmail or something like that, you're unarmored. So a cloak on the back wouldn't be anything. And then Max, same with you, the little pauldron on the side, give you a +1 to the AC as well once that gets ready.
Sweet.
But that is where we're going to end it for the night. We actually do have a couple people watching. I think we had a few more earlier. I know Kat is here, so everyone say hi to Kat. She'll be joining us next Friday.
Hey, Kat.
Hello.
Yep. So she's been watching the whole night. Kat, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching. But that is where we're going to leave it for the night. So we will see all of you next week. We will be here 8 to 11 p.m. Central Time, and we will see you Friday. So that's gonna be it for us. We're out of here. Everyone, say goodnight.
All right. See
Alright.
you later.
Take it
See you
easy,
fuckers
guys.
later.